Well, good evening to all of you wonderful people out there. All right, come have a seat down, Lily. If you're going to catch this on the replay, thank you for that. We appreciate you being here. Oh my goodness gracious. It's all right, Lily. Give it a little bit of time to kick in and we'll get some people in here and we'll have some interesting thoughts and chats maybe. I'll show you my beautiful wiener dogs. Poo poo. Want to come up? Remember to hit that like button. You gotta subscribe to the channel, hit the alert bell. We have memberships and super chats and PayPal, all of that wonderful stuff. But most importantly, if you subscribe to the channel, watch some of our videos. That's what really makes YouTube happy. Well, they like the money, but I like it when people subscribe. My shirt looks all messy, doesn't it? I didn't do a very good job dressing myself today. It doesn't look. All right, I'm gonna go over here and pick up my little doggy who has heart failure. Give me a second. Come here. Come here. Come on, Bubble. I know. Daisy, I know. All right, everybody. I got to get the dogs organized, got to get the dogs set. I got to get them in their happy spot. Good girl. Oh, relax, poo-poo. All right, Lily. Lay down, relax. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate y'all. I got 2 dogs that are sick that I'm trying to take care of. So, sorry about that, but it is what it is. Henry's in the house. Thank you, Henry. How are you, buddy? Oh, my goodness. My dogs, I'm telling you, Henry. These dogs wearing me out. All right. All right. I'm doing, you're doing. Trying to get the dog with heart failure to calm down a little bit. I'm sure I got to try to get her to calm down. I got them both sitting here relaxing, so I think here in a minute they'll calm down. When she gets too amped up, and we don't like that, so. But Henry, appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you for the thumbs up as always. Gamer, Yo-Yo, and Savage Collector, sub, please. Well, Spambot didn't like that because, you know, you're asking for subs. So YouTube kind of catches those and goes, eh. So why don't you just say hello to everybody, and then we can get around to trying to talk people into subscribing to your channel and everybody else's channel. There you go. So, because when you ask for subscribers and when you type it, a lot of times YouTube will kick it out. Let me see. Oban is in the house. Thank you for being here. You subbed to us. Thank you. Tell me where you guys are from. What's going on in y'all's world? What are you thinking about lately? So, yeah, Gamer, thank you for being here. We appreciate that. My dog Candy is cutting his cute big CO pup. I don't know what that is. I sub to you. Lopto 4. What kind of dog do you have? Maybe I missed something. Don't be sorry. It's all right. It's just the way, you know, it's not my rules. It's not your rules. It's just the rules that we got to play. It's YouTube is a business, and they have certain rules. And, you know, so nothing to be sorry for. YouTube, but the more chats you guys give, the more YouTube likes me. The more thumbs up we get right away, YouTube likes me. Super chats make YouTube like you because they get a cut of that. So those type of things is what we're looking for with YouTube. James says, I'm in the house. You're in the house? My house or your house? Because if you're in my house, I don't know where you're at, James. I can't find you. I was just in the other part of the house, James. I'll sub to you, great, and I will sub back to you. And what I do for you guys that are new, please subscribe to my channel. But I will make sure and go to your channel. But the key is to watch a video, leave a comment on a video, hit the thumbs up button, and then subscribe to the channel. That's how it sticks. Otherwise, it may not stick. Kennedy is saying hello. Thank you for being here, Kennedy. Thank you for the thumbs up. You have a Rottweiler. Nice. Big old puppies. Big John's in the house. Hello, John. 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 How are you? David, YouTube headquarters is about 30 minutes drive from my apartment. Well, I want you to go down there, James, and I want you to tell them to be nicer to both of us. And James has a YouTube channel that we all need subscribers. Look, the rule of thumb is if you don't have 100,000 subscribers, you need subscribers. And I don't have it, so we need subscribers. James is saying hello to you and to John. Just sub, thank you, appreciate that. The Shimmer I sub, thank you. Do you have a channel? Let us know if you have a YouTube channel. Just tell us maybe a brief of what your channel is about. So people in the chat will know and they can make a note of it and go back and look at your channel, all right? My big man James says, hello to you, HDN. I'm in the schoolhouse, school me. Are you the man? Baby, I'm the man. I am the man, the myth, the legend. Someday I will be important. With all of y'all's help, I can be a success on YouTube. Telling you. All right, calm down, Daisy. Big John saying hello to you, HDN. The Shimmer, I do. What's your channel about? My channel is about Pokemon. All right. So that probably means you're a Pokemon expert and dogs. Pokemon and dogs. That's a cool combination, right? I will check out everybody's channel. I promise we'll get back to the channels. So how long as you are not, as long as you're not in the dog, yeah. As long as you're not in the doghouse. Yeah, well, the whole house is my house. It's the dog's house. You know, I've told you guys, when we have guests over, big parties and things, our dogs don't like people sitting on the couch because they think the couch, the big sectional that we have is theirs. And so, you know, they got to have their space on the couch. So it's kind of funny. I'm always in the doghouse. Yeah, so you do a lot of, okay, Shimmer, love my subs. We love our subs. How many subscribers do you have, Collector? How many subscribers do you have, Shimmer? James, how many subscribers do you guys have lately? I haven't checked your channel in a while, unfortunately. Let me get things out of the way here, pull up my iPad so I can Google while we talk. So, I hope everybody's doing well tonight. Stay there. 228, all right. So you're making headway. By the way, David, there is a shortage of some Filipino products like what I sent via USPS a few weeks ago. Wow. Really, there's a shortage of goods now. That's interesting. I did notice that our Asian store here, we were there earlier in the week. Today's Friday. Yeah, earlier in the week. And their shelves seemed a little bare. I just figured they hadn't got their truck delivery in yet. So I wonder why that's all about. So that's interesting. James is at 1,200, so he's over the 1,000 mark. Nice. Nice. So you got to get to 1,000, if I remember right, to get monetized in 4,000 hours to be fully monetized. It takes a lot of work, but when everybody helps everybody, it works out pretty good. MJ, Philippines retirement. Wow. Wow. How are you, buddy? Thank you for being here. He's at 146. So Gamer has a channel. Shimmer has a channel. MJ has a channel. James has a channel. I have a channel. So you guys all subscribe to each other if you would, please. So Henry has to go take a whiz outside. He'll be right back. So nice. I think I am at 146. Nice. I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the January the 31st is my goal. And I'm about 550 away. So I got a really long uphill battle unless I get lucky to get to that. But you got to have goals, right? You got to have goals. And then, of course, the next goal is 10,000, then 100,000. Will do, gamer. MJ will subscribe to you. MJ, appreciate you being here again. MJ's from the Philippines. Henry's from the U.S. Gamer, where are you from? Are you from the U.S.? What about Shimmer? Shimmer, where are you from? Saying thanks, I'll sub too. Yep, that's what we have to do. You know, subscribe to each other's channels, learn about each other. Yeah, that's the key. So I want to know more about you guys. It helps to, you're from Australia, great. We have a great subscriber, a great channel that's a friend of ours. Craig Parrish is a good friend, good subscriber, YouTuber from Australia. We have him. He has a channel about fish and fish tanks. So we have a lot of followers down in the land of Australia, the Philippines, all over the world. As your channel grows and you reach out to more and more, you'll find that you have people from all over the world joining in. And that's kind of what makes it fun and exciting, because we've met people from all over America. We've met people in person. I've been in an elevator one time in the Philippines and riding up an elevator, and Lorelai and I, my wife, for you guys who are new, we're riding up the elevator at the Bay Hotel, I think, I don't know, maybe it was the Bay Hotel, one of the hotels. We're going up the elevator and somebody says, hey, I think I know you. And I'm like, I doubt that. What are the odds? What are the odds that you would know somebody 7,000 miles from your home? They're like, yeah, your name's David. And I'm like, oh, crap. No, I'm in trouble now. But then they explain they follow us on YouTube. That was the first experience. The Shimmer, I just subscribed to you from MJ. MJ's Philippine Retirement, I just subscribed to you. Good. Thank you, James, for doing that. We all need the help, remember? So, and James is a good friend. He's my very, 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 very first subscriber. That's right. So we have a good, our channel is worth sticking around for, because James has been here from day one. So if we can get somebody to stick around for as long as James has, that must mean we must be doing something not too bad. David, do you want me to tell you and everyone else my secret, how I got so many? Yes, please. Love to hear it, James. Share. This venue is all about sharing information. This is a safe place, as they say. So yes, let us have it. Was it the video that you showed of me dancing naked that got you all the subscribers? That's how I got mine. So, no, I was only half naked. Only half naked. We got 9 thumbs ups already. Outstanding. So yeah, YouTube's hard work. Everything's hard work. But, you know, we have a vision and we're going to try to work harder at it and make it happen. And we got a lot of people that are helping us. So you can't be a success in anything without others' help. Just remember that. So, but we're going to check out everybody's channel. So Michael, how are things in the Philippines? It's morning time for you. It's probably morning time there for Gamer also in Australia. It's, just so everybody knows, it's 7:09 p.m. in the United States, and it's 58 degrees, and we're going to be getting rain. I'm looking at my weather station. We're going to be getting rain tomorrow. Big John says, I just eat hamburger helper. Is it crazy? I actually think hamburger helper is pretty good. All right, let me read James here. David, if you and everyone else takes a look at my subscribers to my channel, they are from the Philippines, and that's what the majority of YouTube that I watch on their live streams during the pandemic. Yes, okay. So your subscribers are mainly from the Philippines because during the pandemic you studied and watched a lot of videos from the pandemic. I got you. MJ says, things are good in the Philippines. Had breakfast coffee, just sitting around being retired. Nice. What's the plan for the day, Michael? Any good plans? 12:09 p.m. in the land of Australia. Some of those subscribers gave me their bananas. Wow. I like bananas, but I've been a little burned out lately. So I haven't been having bananas this week. MJ says he loves Hamburger Helper. All right, so I'm not the only weirdo there is out there because I actually like Hamburger Helper. Lorelai won't eat it. My wife won't eat it. Henry says, I'm back. I'm back, boys. It's good. It's like tuna helper. Yeah, of course. Like they also have like lasagna helper. I'm going to see if I can find some next time I go to SNR. I start my bike up to make the battery stays topped off and take a walk to see if I can find dragon fruit anywhere nearby. Nice. No, James, that's a good way to do it. It's a lot of people have what they call ninja accounts. And so a lot of the Filipina channels, the Filipinas, they might have 5 to 10 or 15, and some of them have even more ninja accounts. And a lot of times they will subscribe to your channel and you'll get like a burst of 10 or 12. But what you got to be aware about with the ninjas is YouTube is not dumb anymore. Well, here's what it is. When you're under 1,000 and you're non-monetized, YouTube really doesn't care what you do. They don't care if you get bananas a funky way. They don't care about your watch hours. They really just don't care until they got to start paying you. Then they care. John says, I'm a ninja husband. Well, that's all right. My wife's a ninja. I know that much. That's all the plans I have so far. Oh, I'm going to the video. I'm going to video. Oh, God. Going to, you don't know where my mind, man is. I'm going to Video Venus putting up the Christmas tree ornaments. Nice. We will probably have to edit that video down. It'll be too long. You're right. And I was going to try to video Lorelai this weekend, putting up the Christmas stuff, and I probably will run a camera, but I will have it edited out because she's going to yell at me a lot, you know. And I thought you were going to help me. Don't we celebrate Christmas together? You know, so I brought all the boxes in the house. My job's done. So, David, I know how you can get the wife to like Hamburger Helper. Disguise it as a Filipino dish. Yeah, I have some adobo flavoring powdery stuff. I could probably do that and turn it into adobo helper, maybe. But I like Hamburger Helper. I like tuna helper the best, and I like the lasagna helper. So, but we don't buy it because Lorelai looks at the box and says, it has too much sodium in for it. And with your bad heart, you can't be eating a lot of sodium. So no is the answer to that dish. Like, fine, whatever. Just because you're my wife. I'm not. I just stay home, take my son to school, go to the sun, the gym, the sauna, the gym. Same thing every day. That's kind of our life, right, John, as we get older? You know, but at least the kid keeps you busy. I know he does. It has magic syrup. Yeah, we have that. We buy that. Or I think James sent me some from California a while back. Sometimes we can find it at our local store. But, so we save it and keep it. And me, I just hide in the shadows till time for me to jump out on the trolls. I wish we had some trolls. We haven't had any trolls in a long time. I mean, am I just that ugly? Am I so ugly that they come on and go, man, we can't troll that boy. He's the ugliest troll there is. I think that's what it is, Henry. You know I can shake my body, move around and look all hot and sexy. I don't know. I think all of my trolls are scared of you guys. That's what I think. Somebody told me that the other day. That who was it? I think it was Joe, of Joe and Jenny's Journey. Told me, he said, "Well, why you don't have any trolls is because they're all scared of your wrenches, your blue people." And I'm like, "You think?" And he's like, "Yeah, you got a lot of them, and they just kick the shit out of people." I'm like, well, I guess that's a good thing. So apparently, you guys do a good job troll hunting. But yeah, one thing I found and I have figured out is YouTube really don't care what you do in your channel if you're not monetized. You can even copyright crap; they don't care. They'll just yell at you a little bit. Henry's laughing at all of you, not me. Uni, hi, hi, man. Nice to find a great live stream such as this one. You got that right. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Thank you for the thumbs up as you came in. I really do. Where are you from? What's going on in your world? Anything you'd like to tell us? Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have a dog? I have dogs. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We love to learn more about other people in the world of YouTube. Adrian says, imagine if we really tried to mess with, oh, I know. But we've scared, that one troll we scared away because he thought we were going to have the FBI on him. And he's never come. He came back the next day and asked if it was okay to come back and if the FBI was really going to be looking at him. And I said, yeah. And said, you're welcome to come back, but yes, the FBI maybe not. you know, so we'll have to see. But thank you all for being here. If I haven't said that already, I am an amateur prod from Algeria, student too. You're, okay. I'm an amateur prod from Algeria, student too. Can I ask what a prod is? Like a Protestant? What is a prod? I don't know what a prod is. But being a student is a good thing. I used to teach students. Oh, music production. Then you might have a lot in common with MJ's retirement. MJ, there you go, producer. Oh, see? MJ knows what you're talking about because he is our resident expert on music. He's the Philippine YouTube music master in his retirement days. Let's see. So can I be a producer? I want to be a producer. Francesca sitting in the house. Thank you. Hello. Good to have you. Make sure you subscribe to each other's channels. Francesca says, how are you? Where are you from? Thank you for being here. Don't worry about it. Nothing to be sorry about. You just keep dropping. Henry says, I'm just an old metalhead myself. Well, Henry, I'm just a young buck myself. See how young I look? Nice to meet you. Yeah, you guys need to connect. I mean, we connect with a lot of different people in a lot of different fields, and I think it's great that you guys connect. Puerto Rico. I like Puerto Rico. We haven't been there yet, but it's one of the cruise destinations that we're hoping to get to. Good, and I am from Puerto Rico. And I think you guys ought to be a state. I think it's unfair that you're not a state yet. I don't know how you feel about that, but I think you should be a state. Is what I think. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I know you didn't ask my political opinion about, your territory, but I thought I would throw it out there. Glad to see you, bro. Yeah, we have a lot of great people in this live stream for you guys to connect with. We can learn a lot from one another. I try to learn something. I learned something new earlier today. I just don't remember what it was. Somebody told me something brand new I didn't know. But now I don't remember what it was, so apparently it didn't sink in. We do, oh my goodness. But we hope to get to Puerto Rico one of these days. When we take a cruise, we're going to stop in there along with Jamaica and the Cayman Islands and the Virgin Islands and all of those other places like that, Antigua. That's why I love these lives, because you can network, meet people. So do you? Yeah, and it's a good way to do that. So you guys can build friendships and relationships, because our world is big, but it's really not. When we can cross lines and talk about things that interest us from all over the world, and make lasting friendships. I've met Henry and know Henry really well. Like I said, James and I are super tight friends. Do anything for them. So there are people that you wind up really connecting with, and it's nice. What dog equipment, VST, etc. are you working with? I know that question's not for me, because I have no damn clue what Michael's talking about. So I'm sure he's talking to you. I'm usually stocked plug-in. It's more simple. Okay, okay. I still have no clue, but I'm not the technology expert in my house. My wife is. So, but see, you guys got something in common. You can figure it out. Stock plugins. Okay, yeah, plug and play, man. Like when you buy a printer and you hook it up to your computer and it works like that. That's what we do. That's what we do in this house. Plug and play. I don't want to have to download fancy stuff and try to figure out how to use it. That's normal plug and play. Well, the girls do karaoke here. It's the same thing where they plug it in and play. There's all kinds of different systems. I bought a karaoke system, a different one. I'll tell you, the Magic Sing, I think, is worthless. I know it's expensive, but I think it's worthless. We had it, and it didn't work so well. All right, so then I watched a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube, and I found this Korean guy, and since he was Korean, I figured he had to know about karaoke, right? Now that's racist, isn't it? So, where he was talking about a simple karaoke system, and that's what we have now. It's basically like here, I'll show you. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. That's where you see that little device right there? Can you guys see that? It's like a mixer. I think it's what they call that, a mixer. And we have wireless mics that go with it. And it just kind of bleeds over or uses, so you pull up like on YouTube music, like the karaoke stuff. And the girls turn that on. And it goes through from the TV to the speaker, or it interrupts the TV and the speaker, and then it produces sound through the JBL big speaker, and that's how they sing karaoke. Just give me a real drum set, and I'm good. No technology needed now. Need it, yeah. And then we have some friends that have the JBL party thing, I can't remember what they call those, party boxes. And they Bluetooth to smart TVs, and the microphones are wireless. And they just bring those out into parties and go crazy and scream and yell and, sing. Yep, that's a small mixer. Yeah, so it seems to work okay. I don't have any problem. I don't use it. Lorelai uses it. But it wasn't real expensive, to be honest. I think the whole system with the wireless mics, and that was, I don't remember, maybe $150 for everything. I saw it on YouTube and watched the guy video 20 times and went, all right, well, that looks simple enough and cheap enough. And I bought everything that he recommended to buy. And to go, and we went with that. So, but we have the JBL sound bar that we bought at Walmart. That's really nice. It's a nice sound bar. Man, it does movies like you can't believe. Wow. It gets crazy in here. So, yes, it is good to work with. Yeah, it's easy to work with, so it's even better than plug-in with 20 MB size. MB. What's MB stand for? Megabytes? Yeah, I don't know what size it is, to be honest. I really don't know. I just bought it and gave it to Lorelai and said, here's what you're doing for karaoke. Because she was looking at so much karaoke stuff, right? And she couldn't make up her mind, and it was this and that, and I'm like, fine. I went to YouTube, because thank God for YouTube. That's how we study everything these days. And started Googling around, and I found that little Korean guy going, here's what you do. And I'm like, oh. He looked at me and said, you, dumb guy that knows nothing about karaoke, here's what you do so your wife can have karaoke. So I did what he said. Megabits, yeah. So that's how we got our karaoke. We had the Magic Sing. It sucked, and we sent it away. Cost, I don't make anybody, and this is not to offend anybody, I don't make anybody a moderator until I get to know them for a while. It's just my rule, because my moderators are people that I know personally. So don't be offended by that. But and I'm glad you're here, and thank you for the thumbs up and subbing. And do you have a channel? We'll make sure that people go to you and subscribe. Yes, I'm a retired teacher. I taught college for 25 years. The young Filipino bike, is she doing a live stream herself? And so she's saying hello to all of us handsome men. Sorry, since you can only see one man on here, that must be me, right? So, so don't be offended that you're not a blue person, but it is just the way it is. No, I took Jack's wrench away, Dennis. I know you don't care about having a wrench, but I took his away. So he can earn it back over time, but for now he doesn't need to have a wrench. I can't have him fighting with people on my live streams. He's a good guy and I wish him well, but I just can't have him do that. I taught at a local college. I taught industrial health and safety, federal regulations, OSHA compliance type stuff. Not being lazy right now. Hey, Dennis, no being lazy right now. Hey, Dennis, everybody saying hello to Dennis. Dennis, we do appreciate your offer, and I understand where it comes from. But you having a wrench, I feel good about, not worried about it. I know, yeah, we're good, Dennis. Don't worry about the other side of it. Buys arm candy. I see Buy gets hit up a lot by all the men. Yeah, So how are you, Dennis? Are you asking HDN how he feels about Buy being sexually harassed by all the men on her live streams? And some of it is pretty bad, So every day, Dennis, every day, it's an everyday thing. The funny thing is, and I don't know, I don't want this to sound horrible, but all the women who do single live streams without a man on it go through the exact same thing. Lorelai, even when she does it, I'm not around. It happens to her a little bit, but my wife is very much to the trolls or people that say inappropriate things. She will tell them to go F off. So she has no fear. But I see where a lot of the women get sexually harassed, is what I consider it, on their live streams. I can't even, well, here, Dennis, will this help? Yeah, cleavage helps. I don't know. How do I get that? How do I get sexually harassed on my live streams? How do I get 1,000 men? Well, I don't want men after me. How do I get 1,000 women pawing at me going, I'm going to marry you. I've only known you for 30 seconds, but you're the hottest thing in the world. How do I get that? So Henry does a good job with them. He does. He's a good troll killer. I get it, mess with them too. So yeah, it's fun. Henry gets to have fun with them. It's a great honor to speak with a veteran like you. Too bad Kiko wasn't here to hear that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not that great of a person or anything. I'm not. I just try to have fun, and I'm happy to share information that I have. That's it. So, but I feel bad for the girls. Same thinking about women. Yeah, I mean, I would really like to have 100 women on my live stream, saying, baby, shake it, baby. Bend over. I want to, I like that tank top you're wearing. Can you lean forward towards the camera a little bit more? Shake it, baby, shake it, baby. But I don't ever get that. My wife gets it, but then my wife gets mad. So you guys, when she does a live stream Saturday night, Lorelai's going to do a live stream really late Saturday night. So daytime Filipina time, I think, is what she's planning. I like later than this. So all of you be nice. And if any of you blue folks show up, you make sure that you help my wife out. Michael says, catch you later. I got to have to look out. I love dragon fruit. Would you send me some? I will check back. I'll be here. We're going to be here for a little bit. I like dragon fruit myself. Really do. I like to eat it. Have fun shopping. Different channel name. Yeah. MJ's Philippine Retirement. It used to be Michael Johnson's Music to Motion, right? Music to Motion. So he's changed it to this because he's now realizing that he's in the Philippines. He realized that. He realized that he's retired, and so it's more in line with his current mission for retirement. Oh, another midnight stream. Yeah, Lorelai's going to do one. I'm going to go to bed. I'll be asleep. But since she doesn't get off until midnight, she's like, I think maybe Saturday night while I'm up not working, you know what I mean? Because she should be at work, but it's Saturday. She's like, I think I'm going to do it. And I said, I think it's great. You should do all the live streams you want, because it helps. She gets a lot more views than I do. So, and maybe she can get some super chats. I don't know. Michael and Dennis are the only two people that ever give us super chats. But my wife seems to get a whole lot more than I do. I don't know why. I dress better than her. I always wear cool shirts. So thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. If you see it, I do appreciate you, watching out. So enjoy your trip, but we'll be here for a while. Yanni, Michael, MJ, maybe you can help since you know music better than me. Yeah, I mean, I think you guys, should Facebook or whatever and get to know each other, and you might be surprised how you guys can help each other out. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I got a haircut today. Did you guys see? I got a haircut. You know how much I paid for this haircut? How much do you guys think this haircut's worth? What do you think this beautiful haircut would have cost? How much do you think? And how much should the person get as a tip? I want to know. You see this beautiful haircut? How much you think this baby costs? And how much should the person got tipped? Yeah, I'm going to help with that. So, but yeah, Lorelai either needs to work on her Facebook crap, which doesn't really pay anything, or she needs to do the YouTube stuff more. So I think $25. Holy shit. Where do you get your haircut at, Henry? It's awesome. That's right, brother. Man, I look sharp. Kiko would be jealous. Was that the tip or the cost of the haircut? $25 or the cost of it? Rumble, walk-in ATM, how many water buffalo do you buy? Buy as many as you can get in your car, buddy. You get as many as you can. Don't cut my hair. That's right, you let it grow long. You're a hippie. I remember that. You're an old hardcore, I was going to say acid rocker. I mean, see my brain, sometimes. Not acid. Shit. Not grunge. I don't know. But around here, that's how much a haircut costs. All right. Well, I paid $1,000 for this haircut, and I gave a $100 tip. I don't know where, I'm still waiting for the money to show up because I did it myself. But when I did it myself, I said, you know, this haircut deserves $1,000 and $100 tip. I'm just waiting for me to pay me. I'm just waiting for me to pay me. You know, and then I don't, hopefully, well, since, well, now with Trump in office, I won't have to pay taxes on my tip money, right? If he gets that passed. I think it's horrible that people have to pay taxes on their tips. That is such of a horrible, horrible, horrible way for the government to make money. You know, I give a waitress a tip and they take taxes out. It's just wrong. That's why we pay in cash so much. Dennis, your manscaping is in the mail. That's right. My manscape, baby. Baby, look at that. Woo! I think I only need a haircut twice a year now. Has any of you other old people gotten to the point where you don't got to cut your hair very much? So, I'm regretting it so much. When I shaved my long hair after letting it grow for a whole year, I regret it. Well, yeah, I understand. I used to have long, beautiful, flowing Viking hair when I was single. But most Filipino women, and my wife is a Filipina, doesn't like long hair and they don't like scraggly looking people. So my wife said, I can't be scraggly looking. I'll be too much of an embarrassment to her, she says. She even makes me put clean clothes on when we go outside in public. Come on. What's wrong with the shirt I've been wearing for 4 days or 5 days or 6 weeks? You know, it's still clean. You know, nobody knows. Just getting your hair trimmed is $15. Ouch. Yeah, that's why I do it myself. I can't afford haircuts. You know, and I told you guys the other day, you might be, oh, I told Mark, because Mark asked. I use her clippers. This dog right here. This is the dog. This is Daisy with heart failure. We bought dog clippers. We don't use them because I pay to have her professionally done because Lorelai does such a horrible job giving her a haircut. So I pay to have it done, which run me about $60. So I have Daisy done, but I have her dog clippers and that's what I use. And this is Lily with the cone of shame. So I use dog clippers. It's the opposite in Africa or Europe. Nice dog, so cute, thank you. What do you mean it's the, oh, Diana's here. Did I miss somebody? Just getting his $15. What do you mean by the opposite in Africa or Europe? You mean it's more expensive? Diana's in the house. Everybody say hello. Hello, Diana. How are you today? Thank you for coming to the live stream. Henry's here. Dennis is here. Everybody say hello to young Miss Diana. I'm always thinking of Wonder Woman when I see your name. I always think of Wonder Woman. I just can't remember any more than her name being Diana. Is all I can remember for some reason. Wonder Woman's name was Diana. I don't know what her last name was, but that's where I go with that. Oh man. Everybody say hello to John. I had long hair past my belt line. Wow, man, that is long hair. I cut it when I joined the Army, National Guards in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Yeah, they would want you to do that now. Oh, women like long hair. Okay, not in the Philippines, not Asian women. Asian women like more clean cut. And, you know, maybe it's because their men can't grow real beards and it looks all scraggly and spotchy. And so they don't want the men to be clean shaven. So they do like men to be clean shaven. My wife just puts up with it. So, because she has to. I won't give up. Oh, it's all right, my friend. It's all right. Big John says, hello, Dennis, the Canadian from the Great White Land. Is it snowing in Canada by the chance? Dennis, is it snowing? So, hi, BJ and all. Dennis, did you say hello to Diana? Don't make Diana feel bad and not say hello to her. That's not very nice of you, Dennis. I was in the Air Force and was able to hide my long hair for years. Well, they don't, in the Air Force, they allow you to a little bit longer normally anyway, right? You don't have to have a butcher cut like mine. Diana's saying, John, 15 degrees Celsius today. Man, that's pretty warm for Canada. Yeah, but since we are Arabs, we keep the beards and the long hair. Yeah, and I agree. I agree with you, and I think it looks good too. But you'll see a lot of Asian men with whisker. Like they'll have a goatee that has four whiskers. Four hair make up a goatee on an Asian guy, unless you're like a 900-year-old Chinese guy with a long white beard. Then somehow after 900 years, he finally grew a long one. So Dennis says, hello, soul smoother. Tomorrow, 5 degrees Celsius. That's too cold, Dennis. Tell it to warm up in Canada. When I left everyone to see how long it was. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I would too. Mini skirt weather up there, John says. Dennis, I bet you it's me. Well, for those Canadians, they're used to that crap. They run outside and pee in the snow. Yes. Yes. I can't tell what that is. And I got to get new glasses. AC time. That's right. It's AC time. Big John. JB. Oh, it's a J, not an I. 75 here, still hot. It is 56 degrees and cooling off here. 25 degrees here. See what we're learning. I hate the cold. It makes me hurt worse. I know the feeling. That's what I hate about it. I'd rather be hot and in less pain than in more pain than be warm. Don't eat the yellow popsicles. I had a yellow popsicle the other day. It tasted like bananas. No, I take that back. It tasted like asparagus, John. What do you think that was? What kind of flavor do you think that was? I don't know where my wife got it, but she brought it in the other day and said, hey, you should try this yellow popsicle. And I said, all right, I trust you. You're my wife. But it tasted like asparagus, I think, Maybe that's a good thing. So what's the temperature there in December? You asking Dennis what the temperature in Canada is in December, or who you asking? You're asking me. It could be anywhere from 15 to. Well, you know what the temperature is here. You lived in this part of the country. You don't need to ask me. You lived in this part of the country. We don't know what the temperature will be in December here, because it could be anywhere from 0 degrees to 85 degrees. Big John says, I moved to California. My shoulders hurt in cold weather. I'm laying on a heating pad now. I'm with you. You, me. Like I said, I don't know. It usually ranges in the 50s, to be honest. 30 degrees to 50, 55 is usually our December. You might get a day or two where it pops up to the low 70s. Average temp, negative 10 to 15 January and December. January is negative 15 to 25. I just don't know how you guys do it, Dennis. I mean, I know you guys are used to it because, you do it all the time, but man, I just don't know how. Here it's summer all year. Well, yeah, summer all. And what country are you from again? I don't want to have to scroll back up. I don't remember. Was it Argentina? I can't remember you said Argentina or not. Or no. Tell me which country you're from again. Algeria. Thank you. I have a short-term memory issue. Sometimes my wife comes home and she says hi, and I go, "Who are you?" So, it's 60 here and raining. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting rain tomorrow, I guess. I had a friend of mine call me a little bit ago and said, it's going to rain tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah. What do you want me to do about it? Like I can do anything about the freaking rain, Usually 2 weeks in January gets to negative 40 Celsius with wind chill negative 55. Dennis, let me ask you a serious question. What is the coldest weather temperature? Well, obviously, what's the coldest temperature you've ever been in, outside in, not in the house in, but outside in? I thought Mississippi had a snow a few years ago. One year we got almost 2 feet of snow. I thought it dipped down into, maybe it didn't reach it all the way to your place. I know there's another YouTube channel that I know that lives in central Mississippi, and they got snow when we got snow. So, but you're further south, and I know that, but than central. But I wonder how far that went. But that was probably, well, that was a year before I went to the Philippines. So, well, COVID year, I guess. I don't know, somewhere out in there. Or maybe it was 5 years ago. And then we were in Texas one time and got caught in a mini blizzard. It was really cool. It was weird. Yep, up north. Probably 60 negative because of the wind chill. Man, I live next to the Mediterranean, so there's no snow. Yeah, my wife and I hope we're going to get to take a Mediterranean cruise next year. If I can raise enough capital, we're going to purchase a cruise and go do a cruise in the Mediterranean next year, next late summertime here. So I got another 10 months to figure it out. Thank God, max lasts for 1 week. Yeah. Wind chill is the killer. It is. Because it can cut through you like nobody's business. Nobody's business. Yeah, but no snow on the coastline. Yeah, I remember that. I don't think it went that far. But I know there's another YouTube channel that lives in central. I think he works out of prison or something in central Mississippi or a county jail, and he was showing that. But we were in Texas. One of the years we had to go to the consulate in Texas. And south of Dallas and north of Houston, this was in January, there was about a 100-mile stretch between Dallas and Houston that got a blizzard, got a heavy snowstorm. And it was really funny because we drove through it to Houston, went to the consulate, and the next day we came back, and there was cars everywhere, all over the interstate, and all these people were playing in the snow, and we turned on the radio and found out that was the first time that part of Texas had seen snow in forever, and they were telling everybody in Texas to go there to experience the snow. They closed school just so the kids could go and play in the snow. I'm like, come on. The coldest I've been was in Missouri when it was negative 50. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Big John, bad teeth hurt when you're old weather when you don't. Oh, yeah. Why I don't like it is, my lung disease has these big masses all over my lungs inside. And when I suck in cold air, me not a good boy anymore. I give you advice. We love advice. I need all the advice anybody can give me. Don't come to the African side of the Mediterranean. We're not. I think we're going to try to go to like Greece, all of that world over there where all the pretty beaches and towns are and stuff like that. So I'm waiting on my beer. Oh, you ordered one of those bearskin hoodies that I bought to show up. I can't wait. Yeah, I've seen those advertised on TV. I wonder if be interesting. You should do a little video and see and test it and all that good stuff. Those are cool. So, yeah, last year Lorelei bought from Temu. Believe it or not, the cheap Chinese stuff. She bought me a couple sweatshirts with hoodies, that are really thick, and they have fake wool and, well, like, I don't know what you call that white stuff. But man, I got to admit, those are some warm sweatshirts now. I've never worn anything so, whew, wow. We wore them up in Branson out on the, what do we call that? The landing in Branson. We went up there for Christmas because her sister was here visiting. And we went up there, and it just happened to be a cold, wintry day on the lake. And that thing kept me warm while they were freezing. So, and it was like $10 from Temu. Well, if I can make it to the party, I guess I'll have to get a jacket if it's cold. You might have to, yeah. December the 14th, it could be in the 50s, you know. Could be in the 40s. We have no clue. I hope you can make it up, though. I hope James can come in. We're going to try to encourage James to catch a plane and fly in. But he can't, and he won't, and I know he won't. I'll let you know how it works. Yeah, it'd be really good to know how it works. So, you love Temu, do you? Now, you got to be careful with Temu, how they can track your data via the app. So, you got to be, but we've ordered a lot of crap on Temu, and a lot of it's crap. But we've gotten a lot of things that were pretty impressive. So it's kind of weird, you know? What do you prefer, summer, winter? Summer. No question. Henry likes winter because it's cooler because he lives where it's hot. You're the opposite. Yeah, you know, it's hot where you're at, right? So you're going to like the cold weather. I hate the cold weather. So I love being in the Philippines. Only one of the greatest things about the Philippines was how freaking miserable hot you are there. You never get cold in the Philippines. So I enjoyed that. You got some Asian places there. We don't have those here, John. My wife buys clothes for a couple of dollars or less all the time from the Asian places. We buy clearance stuff at Walmart and give it away all the time. And there's been lots of clothes that we picked up for 25 cents, a dollar, 50 cents. And we will buy it all, bring it home. We hang on to it. Then when people need it, we give it to them. So, but Temu, they're closed. Every bit, and Lorelai bought some, I don't know what they are. Let's call them leggings. They're like insulated leggings or something for girls. I don't know what they are. But she really likes them, and they were really cheap, like $3 from, you know, so the cheap Chinese people. But what I realized when we got these really nice sweatshirts from Temu, they were the same ones that I could buy in America for $50. Exact same ones. Yeah, I know you got to know what you can order. Yes. Hey, Mark's in the house. Mark, thank you for being here. How are you today, my friend? Hey, David, why do homeless people choose to live in areas that have below 0 degrees weather and not in states that have beaches and tempered climates? I don't know. I've often wondered that. I mean, I would think, to be honest, if I was homeless, I would be like a monarch butterfly. I would go north, then go south. Well, they die pretty quick. Let's pick a geese. I would fly north when it's hot and go south when it's cold is what I would do. But I don't know why they do it. I don't know. Maybe because it's too difficult to go somewhere else. I mean, it's not like they have to rent a moving truck, right? See, that's not trying to be crude, but you know, you could migrate south where it's warm. Are they maybe? Are they? Is it safer to be in a cold weather city if you're homeless because the police doesn't bother you as much? I don't know. Henry said hello to you, Mark. It's a great question. I think Philippines can't talk Spanish since they were colonized by Spain. Philippines is beautiful. Yes, they do not speak Spanish, but the Spanish language has greatly influenced their vocabulary, yes. And the Philippines is named after King Philip, who conquered them and stole their country. Hello, everybody, Mark is saying. And there's a lot of beautiful places. And now I'm going to warn you because we've lived there, been there, and John's been there. And a lot, you know, there's a lot of beautiful places in the Philippines. But there's also some places that make you go, not so nice. Hello, bro. From uni. I love thrift stores. Me too. Sales and clearance. I just got some Hoosers from Timu. I don't even know what the Hosers from Timu today. I don't know what that is, Diana. I ordered a lot of knives from there. Knives? Who are you killing? You collect knives, new knives out. Do you ever see the movies Knives Out? One of my favorite movies. Huh. I do want a couple of really good chef knives, but I don't have any. Hoodies. Hoodies. Okay. Diana saying hello to you, Mark. Okay, is anybody in here who has not bought something from Temu? I want to know because I think you're lying. I want to know. Lorelai bought some Christmas decorations. They're supposed to be here in a couple of days. Maybe they get more money standing on the corner in colder places. Maybe. But I think Mark has a valid question. I don't know. I think it's just because it's where they live, it's where they're from. Humans are creatures of habit, and we go and do what we know. But you're right. If I was going to live a homeless life intentionally, I sure in the hell wouldn't do it in Chicago. It's too much competition in the warm places. Yeah. Well, and that's kind of what I mean about the law. I wonder in warm places if the police are more apt to run you off and harass you because of the tourist dollars. It's different from a place to another. If we think like homeless person, all we care about is shelter and food, no matter where. The important thing is to cover our head to stay warm, yeah. As we say here. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Now, I know, was it my dogs? I saw where there's a trend in large cities now that are making benches and sewer vent grates where they can't be laid on. So there are these artists that have come up with ways of making benches that you can sit on it, but you can't lay on it. And they've done something to the vents in some cities where you can't lay on the vents anymore either because of the way they're designed. I don't shop online except for cars. There you go. I don't shop online either. I just do what my wife tells me. Cars, how many cars do you have? Are they new or old? Diana's wanting to know what kind of inventory you have there, Henry. That's your favorite thing, I think. Cars or shopping. Some cold places have homeless shelters. Yeah, we have homeless shelters here, but I was seeing a big thing about how advocates for the homeless were pissed off at certain big cities, and I don't remember where they were, that were designing the streets or the benches, the sewer grates where they could not be laid on, so homeless people could not lay on them. Lots of AC online. Arm candy. It's not like that. Oh no, it's not like that. No. I think she just likes cars. Yes, I think so. Older cars, Henry says. I got an older car. I sure do. Man, I'm having trouble finding those damn cables, Henry. Mark says, maybe the colder areas have better services, shelters, free food pantries, maybe. Mobile health clinics, churches, outreach, and subsidized drug clinics, just a thought. It's a good thought. I really don't know. I've seen that to grates and park benches, they can't lay on top or sleep. Yeah, But there's a big advocacy group for the homeless saying that's cruel and unusual punishment. And the cities are going, I don't know what you're talking about. Look, go sit on it if you want. Their benches are meant to sit on, not to take a nap on. So we're not hurting anybody. We're just making pretty artwork and pretty benches, you know. So I can't remember. I need to Google that and figure out what city that was. It was a big stink a while back. Diana's wondering if Henry likes to rebuild old ones. I'm gonna take a guess, Henry, and say yes, he does. Henry's very mechanical. See, that's why we're gonna live in Alabama. He lives in Mississippi. So if I need a mechanic, I can just call Henry. But I think that the association plays an excellent role, such as Red Crescents and Red Cross. Yeah, we don't have Red Crescent, I don't think, here, but we have Red Cross. I do think that maybe, we do have homeless services here, but I would venture a guess that they're probably nowhere near as efficient or as good as up north. I don't know. So I'm still working on my 48 Mercury, but it does run and drives. So yeah, I think the real question is, one of the homeless rights group, and I don't know how anybody feels about this. So I do think there's a lot of people homeless by design, and there's a lot of people that are homeless not by design. Hunters in the house, help. When I was 11, truck pulled into my neighborhood and claimed to break down. I got in, well, I'm happy for you. I'm glad that you know what a truck is, first and foremost. At 11 years old, that's pretty impressive. So I got in his truck and he obliterated my back kitty cat, which is sad. I'm sorry that he did that to your cat. But, sometimes it happens. Animals die. And your dad was there to help you with your cat. I think that's great. We got to take care of pets. So it's very important to do that, My blue friends, if you're paying attention there. So Hunter, I'm very happy for you. I think that's great. You seem like a very smart 11-year-old. Well, I take that back. You really don't, but that's okay. Thank you there, Diana. What are you doing, Daisy? I don't have any food. All right. So, yeah. Is it cold now there? Yes. Well, it is for me. It's 55 degrees. Dennis would say that's not cold. I would say 55 is cold. It's cold enough that I don't go outside. But the cold weather makes me sick, so I don't get into the cold weather. I'm sure you enjoy it. Yes. I think he did enjoy it, right, Henry? He's going to... see, and since he can't play nice, he doesn't get to drop his comments. He's one of those people that are too stupid to understand how YouTube works. If you say bad words, YouTube kicks you out. I mean, if you want to be a troll, be a better troll. Do a better job. Don't just try to throw out bad words, because any moron can use bad words. But a smart person can troll people without using bad words. But I don't think you're smart enough to do that. All right. Wow, Susan, yeah, that's right. Got to use that wrench. She used Soul Sister. See, I want to call her Soul Sister for some reason. But I think that's because I watch Lionel Richie so much, and he's always talking about his Soul Sisters. Because I watch him on American, what is the show where you have a contest? American Idol. So it's Soul Smoother, but I always want to say Soul Sister because of Lionel Richie. James is trying to make a comment. His name is Jane Graffy, but he's too stupid. to be able to troll people without using cuss words and get automatically deleted. You got to be a moron if you can't do trolling right. How simple is it to troll people in these days and world? Look, just understand how YouTube, go back and understand how YouTube works, then come back and try to troll us. It would be much funner and better for us. Because if you use dirty words, YouTube's just gonna, come on. I mean, I know you're pathetic, but at least you could do is try. Man, I'm so disappointed in you. James Ganfi, I'm so disappointed in you. I expected better out of you trolls. Yep, I'm sure he did, or he wouldn't have said it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that he enjoyed it. Henry's right. Henry knows what these people like. So, that's really cold, man. Here, even when it's 10 or maybe 7 or 8, 7 or 8. Yeah, well, I'm sure it does where you're at. You're like in freaking hot zone. Dennis says, I'm going to offer a $500 trolling course. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I think you could make some money on that one, Dennis. Bill, let's see what Bill's up to here. Bill is going to be saying, you seem like the guy that would close the refrigerator with his hips. No, my refrigerator, I don't mind if people do that, but my refrigerator costs too much money. So we take very good of that refrigerator. And it reminds you if the door is open, and you can just turn around and gently shut it versus slamming it shut. So no, I actually don't do that. But if you like to do that, it's okay with me, Bill. I have no problems with it whatsoever. So Diana says that's the only thing they have to do on a Friday night. I know. Community standards. Do you brush your teeth with both hands? I don't brush your teeth at all. And my hands are always busy. So, I don't know. Do you? I don't know what you do, Bill. I think you need to ask yourself those questions. Because a lot of times I find when people have questions, it really means this is what I'm doing and it bothers me. I know that I play with my little thingy too much and I shouldn't touch that. And so when they do those things, it's really a manifestation of how they feel about themselves and their own internal problems. That's why those questions get asked. So what was your name again? I'm sorry, I forgot. Bill, do that. Think about that a little bit more, all right? Let's see here. Let me get caught. Yep, they can or move out of their, yeah. Yep, they can't get a girlfriend and they can't move out of the basement or a boyfriend because a lot of them might prefer just sad being little trolls. Well, trolls are great if they could come up with something decent, but they can't. I mean, that's what's so sad about it. It's not that hard. I don't know. I feel bad for them. We should start a Let's Feel Bad for the Trolls Club. And HN's, what did Dennis say? Did I miss Dennis? Yeah, there we go. Dennis says, yes, buy his arm candy basement with Palm Sisters. Yes, Palm Sisters are their friends. It's called Thinking Before You Typing. Don't go there.com. There you go. That's a good one. That's correct, Dennis. I married my wife. Well, I'm very happy that you got married. I think it's great that people like you could actually get a wife, no matter what they look like. And if your wife looks like me, you're one lucky MFer, let me tell you. I'm telling you, you got a wife now, baby. Whoop! Man, if your wife is like me, holy smoking butt cracks. You just hit the lottery. On Pulpo, on girls. My dogs even go, man, they're jealous if you got to marry somebody like me. Be good, or at least be good. I like that, Diana. Be good, or at least be good at it. That's right. And the sad thing is they can't even do it. The best part of Troll was left behind the bed sheets in a cheap motel. Dennis really likes that, John. Oh, you gotta love trolls. I just wish they were better at it. Henry was thinking the back alley, or in the Philippines, it could just be on the street corner, I guess, or Taiwan. Maybe they come from Lady Boys. Bill is really lucky. See, everybody agrees, man. Bill, how lucky you are. You just don't know how lucky of a young person you are. Or maybe you're an old person. Who knows? We don't discriminate on this channel. We like everybody. Old, young, mean, ugly, fat, gay, non-gay, dog, cat. We like everybody. Mark says the troll floodgates have opened tonight. Well, a tiny bit, But say they see all of the blue wrenches and they see Henry and you and of Dennis and a few others and they get scared and they go back crying to their mommy. Mommy, those men were mean to me. Mommy, those said mean things to me. Dennis says, or running down mama's leg. That's it. And swallowed. Oh, Diana. Well, that's what we all prefer as men. Well, I'm sorry that your wife has worries, Bad Day. I mean, it's sad that your wife is worried about that. I feel really bad for her. But I can relate because, look, I could feel, I would feel bad too if I had to sleep with you. I think everybody would. So I guess that's one thing we can all be blessed for, So, let's see, Diana. Yeah, I know. Bad Day thinks he's funny, but he's not. The really thing is he doesn't realize his wife is screwing the guy next door, right? So, because, he has one of these micro penises. So his wife goes next door to the real man. I knew that would get to you. I liked it though. It was good. Yeah, you got all the men thinking about that one. Trust me. There's not a guy not on here, Diana, that the mailman. See, Bad Day, you're too stupid. You're using something that YouTube's going to block. You're not smart enough to troll properly. YouTube's going to catch that and get rid of your dumb butt. Or one of my mighty moderators is just going to kick you out, is what it's going to do. The mailman, that's right. Maybe he goes and finds the mailman afterwards and gets his jollies. Maybe he likes, what do they call those? Henry knows. No. What is the word for that husband, that Canuck? No. Cockhold? What is the word for that? Somebody has to know that word. Where the husband stands around and watches the wife do the mailman, or, I don't know what that word. John has to know. Dennis has to know. Somebody has to know. That's right. Diana is getting a little naughty. She's getting Henry excited. Maybe the garbage man. Henry's paying attention to you now, Diana. Flamingo may come rushing in here from his job real quick and say, what's happening? Trash in, trash out. Cockhole. Thank you, Dennis. Yeah, there you go. I couldn't remember what it was. My daughter-in-law took off her coat. She was pregnant and smiling from ear to ear. Then I saw her shirt and it said I should have swallowed. Oh my God. That is funny. That is funny. What cock? Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, he's missing that. That's why the neighbor boy has to come do the duty. See, now he's scared and he ran away to go hide and cry. He's going to go back to all the other troll land and go, those people on that channel, they're mean. They won't buy into my trolling. We say bad words and, They all get together and go, oh, wow, so soother. Getting very naughty. Now you got Dennis paying attention. Yeah, she's a piece of work for sure. I could say something really crude and rude and funny about that, but I won't, Diana. I'll try to refrain myself from my smart-ass remarks. So, So. I'll leave it up to everybody's imagination. Sorry, I didn't know you couldn't handle. Oh, Dennis. Oh, you okay, Poo Poo? See, Dennis? Dennis can't handle it. Dennis is the womanizer of the group. Dennis is the one that travels the world, and shopping for arm candy in every foreign country there is. So he should be able to handle it, Diana. Dennis is the arm candy expert. So we're all jealous of Dennis, So if he can't handle it, we're all in trouble. Huh, Poo Poo? I'm shy, still a virgin. That's right. Right, roll, ragging. Yeah. You know, Henry says, yep, trolls just can't handle being trolled back. They can't. Bunch of little weenies. I really am disappointed in them. I really am. If I was going to be a troll, at least I would stick it in, not like that. I would stick it out. That's bad too. I would, I don't know, forget it. Dennis the Menace, life is good, Big John says. But yeah, the trolls don't handle this channel very well, do they? We never get them to stick around. Between Mark and John and Henry and everybody and Diana now, Diana's probably worse than all of us boys. The trolls just run away. Hey, Blue Ridges, let's keep trolls thinking they are legends in their own minds. On all two brain cells. That's right. See, I think you could have a lot of fun being a troll if you tried, but I think you got to have more than two brain cells. Big John, 1 in 4 trillion been born, and born in Canada, won the geographic lottery as well. I think you got a good point there. I mean, I think and I think what Dennis, I'm going to paraphrase Dennis if you don't mind, but I want to say that, paraphrasing for Dennis, if you think about this, and I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm 1 in 4 trillion people born. I was born in America. Now, America's not great, but it's pretty damn great, right? I happen to turn out to be white, which is easier than being any other color, especially in America. So, yeah, I got lucky and, yeah, Dennis, so I agree. I think that's kind of paraphrasing it, right? So, we're blessed. And that's why I don't take things too seriously, because I know it can always be worse. We lived in the Philippines for a year where it was a lot worse. We've traveled to other countries. We have friends and family. Well, we don't have any family because everybody hates us. But we know people that are way worse off than, I said 400 trillion. Sorry, I said 4 trillion. Sorry. 400 trillion. That should be easy to do. Yeah, so I mean, we are, if you think about it, in a lot of ways, we are blessed. And I think sometimes we forget that. And what are the odds? Well, 1 in 400 trillion. More than 50% of the population make under $5 a day. Isn't that crazy? How much do I make a day? I think I'm at like $4.95 a day, Dennis. But you're right. It's kind of like what the minimum wage in the Philippines, if I remember right, is $8 or $9 a day. So, and that's pretty good. When I first started dating Lorelei 10, 11 years ago, I think minimum wage there was $6 a day. If you're doing good, it was $6. That's crazy to think about, Dennis. It really is, Diana, that, and that's really why I encourage people to go to foreign countries from America or Canada or Germany, Italy, some first world countries. Encourage them to go to third world countries because it changes your perspective. And I encourage people to go do that, because you definitely don't walk away feeling the same way. Yes, it is. And so out of the 4 trillion, we get a handful of disgruntled trolls who can't understand that they're some of the blessed because they have internet. I wonder how many people on the planet don't have internet still. So those trolls should feel blessed that they get to use the internet. Yeah, I've only been to Mexico a couple times, and I've only been there on vacation stuff. Dennis, so I don't doubt it, and it wouldn't surprise me at all. And I know Mexico City is a very well developed, technology wise, industrial type place. I don't know. And I've been to the Philippines, of course, and the Philippines is this far away from being an outstanding country. They really are. But yeah, Americans trash Mexico because of the proximity. If Mexico was over there in the Philippine Islands somewhere, we wouldn't care. Why are they making more than me? Yeah, I know, right? Just kidding. I wasn't making anything for a little while. I was happier being broke than working for a raging narcissist. I know, I know. One thing I did when we moved to the Philippines, we didn't sell everything we owned. We boxed a lot up and we kept it in America. We didn't ship it to the Philippines, luckily. But one thing I got to admit, I really enjoyed the process of getting rid of all the crap we had. Now, since we've been back in the States, I think we're really close to being back where we were. So when we move to Alabama next year, I'm going to spend a fortune moving all of this crap that we bought to Alabama. But it was really nice in the Philippines living out of suitcases, so to speak, because that's what we did. We had 6 suitcases and the dogs, and that's all we had. So sometimes it's good to be broke, I think. Sometimes it's not. When you need to buy food, it's not good to be broke, but and sometimes it's really good. I tell people all the time, sometimes it's good to quit a job, leave a job, do no job for a while, reset yourself internally. What? And then go figure out what you want to do. I'm a big believer, and I tell Lorelai this all the time. Ow, crap, that hurt, poo poo. I tell my wife all the time because she likes to work. And she is a go-getter. She's a businesswoman. She wants to make that big money and move up the corporate ladder. She likes that. She wants that. And I keep telling her and said, I don't really care how much money you make or what job you do as long as you're happy. So if you found something paying you minimum wage, and as long as you can get benefits, because benefits are important, then I don't care what you do. The more you owe, the more you owe, more you're owned. Correct. Less is more. It is. Sometimes less is more. Yes, Big John, absolutely. I like my job at Lucent Technologies. But Lucent moved away to Mexico, Dennis. So, yes, good. Big John. So, yeah, I tell Lorelai, it's like, and my wife works hard and she has a good job and she does her best and she wants to make more and more money. And I told her, I dropped, like again the other day, I said, home interest rates are getting ready to drop a tiny bit. Hopefully by the time spring comes around next year, they're going to go down even further, which will get me excited about making money off of this house. And I said, so, we need to start thinking once again about Alabama. And she's like, well, where am I going to work? And I'm like, well, if we follow the plan right, it doesn't really matter where you work. You can work anywhere just as long as you're happy. You don't need to make super big money if you don't have any debt. And our long-term goal is to be, the only debt we have is a house, but my long-term goal is to make sure that we don't even have a house payment. And then, if you don't have as many bills, then you can have a less stressful job and enjoy your quality of life. And that's something I'm trying to get her to understand from a standpoint, Because I did this as a career. I did a consulting business. I taught extra classes. I did night classes, online classes, day classes. I did extra duties at the college all the time. Anything that could make me money, I did it. I did it. I didn't care what it was. Give me money, I'll do it. But chasing that almighty dollar, and this is something, she's younger and still in that phase where I need to make more, more, more. But I want to get her to understand that if we set things up to where you don't need more, then you have a better chance of enjoying your life, is what I think. You can enjoy the small things. It's kind of like, we got invited to go down to Oklahoma and meet up with one of our subscribers down there the week before Thanksgiving. But we can't go because Lorelai can't get off work. The only, she can't get off work. The Halloween party we had, she tried to take Friday off before that Saturday. They wouldn't let her off one day, and she wanted to decorate the house, so she didn't get to do that. I would rather her make less money and have more availability to go do things and be happier in life. And that's why I work so hard on YouTube and also just in life in general to try to get there. Can I help you? Something you need? I don't know if I'll be successful, but that's kind of the long-term plan here, guys, is to do just that. If you don't need to make the money, then why have a job that, if you can live off $25,000 a year and you can do that comfortably and do that without a lot of stress, why would you want a $50,000 a year job that gives you a lot more stress? I don't think the stress is worth the extra 25 grand. It's something I've learned the hard way. And that might be because of the jobs I did and getting sick and, dying and coma and rehab and old age and all of that crap. But I'm just a, firm believer, and I want my wife to get to that point. But I also know she has to kind of get there on her own. She's the one that has to embrace that. And she may not ever. We may have a house that's paid for in Alabama, and she may find a job where pays her even more money than she makes here that's even more stressful. But if that's really what you want, if you want to go that route, then I guess that's okay too. I'm hoping she doesn't, but my wife is a go getter, not a gold digger, I'm getting talk tonight, a go getter. My nieces call her a gold digger, but they don't realize that as soon as Lorelai got her green card here in America, she had a job. She got a job like that. And she's had a job every day ever since. She works hard at it. She does a good job. She studies, she learns, she grows in the company she works with. She moved up to management in Walmart and got burned out with Walmart, of course, and now she's with another company. And she's only been there 2 years, but she's working her way up, paying her dues. So, and so I'm proud of her for all of that. I'm proud that she likes to work. I just want to get us to the point where she doesn't have to work. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or it's just a thing. What is it, Daisy? My dog, Daisy, when she thinks I get excited or upset, when I get a stern tone, she bugs me. And she doesn't like it when I talk forcefully. Do you? Do you? All right, lay down. So she doesn't like it when I talk seriously, my dog. So I got to talk nicer. When you have a smart troll and stupid troll, it's hard for a normal person to tell the difference. Oh. Did you hear that? Look at that dog. Look at that face. Has anybody ever seen a dog that's cuter than this? Has anybody ever seen a dog cuter than this? Yeah, trolls are trolls, I'm sure working makes her feel good. It does, about herself. I bet eventually she'll get her fill of working. Yeah. Less stress saves good health. It does. The other thing is, oh, I can't pet you. I'm busy. See, look at that. Somebody's seen a dog that sucks up to you is more than this one? What? Just because you're in heart failure and you're going to die someday doesn't mean I got to pet you all the time. Yeah, let's see. Kiko. Yeah, everybody say hello to Kiko. Is her heartbeat stabilizing? It is. Okay, Kiko, let me explain if you don't mind. It is stable. The problem, this artery, the left artery, is thumping too hard. And that's why we hope it's heartworm, because they said they could cut her open and take the worms out. But it's stable, but we are lucky. It is starting to not thump as hard at different times. So there's times that when she's really at rest that it's not hard. So yes, it's short answer is it's getting a little bit better. But we're giving her a lot of medicine too. Gold diggers who share the gold are not gold diggers. Well, that's a good point, Mark. Well, and that's the thing. I told my nieces, I said, my wife's been here a short time. She got a job right away, works. What do you people do? You know, my wife. But Dad, I know that's the dog, right? Poo-poo's going, no. Everybody say hello to Kiko. Kiko's back in the house. I like that saying. Mark, gold diggers who share the gold are not gold diggers. They're gold providers. Lorelei will be coming on, so be kind. I'm sure she just tried to call. So hello to you, Kiko Dennis. Wow, the common sense Shank came out from the back room. He did. Did he give us a thumbs up he's come in? I don't think Kiko gave me a thumbs up. She is a cute dog, isn't she? And she knows it. Or the green room, black room, green room, purple room. Hello, y'all from Kiko. Look, Kiko, I got a haircut today. You like it? I paid $1,000 and I gave a tip of $100 for this haircut. Yes, it's me, Mrs. Filipino says. HN says, hello to you, Lovey. Hi, everyone. I am here again since David is not answering the phone. Since he's here. Hi, Henry and everyone. Well, I can't answer the phone while I'm live streaming because it messes up the live stream. It just doesn't work. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Dennis. Dennis just super chatted you, Lorelei, and if you notice, he said, waiting on David's arm candy. That's you, Lorelei. He didn't give me anything. He gave it to you. Man, Dennis. If I didn't know better, I thought you'd be flirting. Move that lid and let's see. $1,000 plus $100 tip. What do you think? $1,100 haircut. I did it myself, and I told them earlier I'm still waiting to be paid, but nobody sent me a check yet. I'm waiting. Where are you going? So, woot, woof it, woof it, woof it, woof it. Lorelei's excited, Dennis. I don't know what she's saying. It must be Filipino for woohoo, woohoo. Wow, I think that's a lot. Always generous, Dennis. Yes, Dennis is good to us. Dennis wanted me to take his wrench away and give it to Jack. And I explained to Dennis that I took Jack's wrench away because of certain behaviors. And Dennis hasn't done anything to take his wrench away. So, and we were very happy with Dennis having a wrench. So Mark says, hello, Lorelei. David, can you talk right now? He is talking to his fans. Yeah, I'm busy, Lorelei. Come on, man. I got to see, Lorelei, remember that message I got earlier today about how they wanted to have a beer with me because the advice I give them is so vital? No more Rhodesian Ridgeback. You like that? See, my head's not like pointy anyway, you see? I think I deserve a tip for my haircut. I cut my hair like that myself. Inflicted. Yes. Well, John, you're usually bald, it looks. I'm going to live stream later when home. How's that, Mark? Yes. I told them all that you're going to do a little bit more live streaming on the weekends, and they said that they would watch out for you in case you had any nasty men like Bai gets on her channel, you know, trying to get her to shake her tatas and all that crap. And I told the guys they're going to watch out for you, but I told them that you would just smack the crap out of the trolls, so that you don't put up with that crap. Henry keeps long hair. He's a long-haired hippie. He's a long-haired rocker. That's what he is. Let's see. Kiko says, Lorelei, that's $20 Canadian, so about a buck 50 US. You got about that right. But hey, we'll take it because we're poor. Big John says, yes. Hey, Kiko, go figure. We are not 35 trillion in debt. There you go. Well, you got a good point about that. I just can't really say anything about that. But we're going to put Elon Musk in charge of our finances in America, and he's going to straighten us out. That's a super chat is always good for me. I really appreciate it, Dennis. We do appreciate it. James was here earlier, and he wanted me to say hi to you. So James was in the house earlier, Lorelei. David, now I know why you wear hats. We may be blinded by the light. You like that? See? Blinded by the light. It's not midnight. 1438 Yankee Bucks, Kiko. Not a buck 50 after all. Mike Canuck. David likes to wear hats before we got. David liked to wear hats before we got married. Of course I like to wear hats before we got married. What, you think, man, hats are cool. I can't help it, I'm cool, Lorelei. You got lucky. You married a cool American, good-looking American. Somebody earlier came on and said that he was lucky because his wife looked like me, and I'm like, you're right, you're lucky. Yes, it does not make sense at all. Elon will fix us. Long-haired freaky people need not to ply. So I tucked my hair up under my hat and went inside and asked why. James, see, there's James. I just came back, see? I knew James was here. Lorelei's in the chat, James. Wow, soul soother. She knows her music, like Henry. I'm telling you, her and Henry may be, maybe kindred spirit. I need a full what? I don't know what that is, Kiko. It's a damn good song. I like the one about the boy. The song about the boy, sorry, Dad, can I borrow the keys, Dad? You know, that song? I think that's a really good song. David has full hair, but still wanting hats. He shaves it too short to keep shaving all that. Yeah, right. I cut my hair now short just because I'm lazy and Lorelei doesn't like long hair. I wanted to look like Santa Claus, but Lorelei won't let me. So I just do the easy way and shave it off. And then I don't got to do it again for 4 or 5 months. She's saying hello to Diana, James, Kiko, and John. Smooth moves, no hair. Woo! Night moves, smooth moves. Does Dave shave? Oh, Dennis, no. David does not do that at all. I'm not into that manscaping shit, you know. If you got to do all that, then you're not really a man, I guess. Maybe you're one of the pronouns. Someone explain to him what that is, please. A beret? I don't know what that is. Is this a beret? No, this is a flat cap. I don't know. Dennis, I like him to keep clean, not man cave. What? Caveman, there you go. Caveman, not man cave, yeah. 2 different things. James saying hello to you, Lorelei. How's work going tonight? Diana's asking you. David, Lorelei, Daisy, Lily, and Hats all go together. Lucky family. We are a lucky family. Mark, we really are. And we try to pass that blessings on to others. We really, really, really do. James says, David, the Tesla manufacturing plant is 46 miles from my apartment. Well, Elon's going to come and fix our government, I'm telling you. If he can get crap in space, he can fix our freaking accounting system at the government. I'll be live streaming tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, I told him since you're not going to be working, you'll be home, that you're going to do live streams. See, because she's Filipino. She likes men that looks clean and polished. I wanted to look like, are you two girls unhappy about your locations? What's wrong? The dogs are not happy with their location. Right? Well, the red one with the cone of shame is happy. But Daisy, there's your eyeballs. See your eyeballs? She's not super happy. She's like, this is not how I want to lay. See? She's like, I can't get the other fat dog to move out of my way. Come here. You okay? I'm not going to move Lily for you. Here, lay on Lily. There you go. MJ's back from the walk and no dragon fruit. Damn, no dragon fruit. Michael, say hello to Lorelei. My beautiful wife is in the house. Dennis super chatted her, made her day. He wouldn't super chat me because he says I'm too fat, but he likes my wife, so he gave her a super chat. No dragon fruit. So you chose him? I know, right, Kiko? She likes them clean, and yeah, she got me, right? Yeah, I like long hair. I used to wear long hair when I taught, years ago. I looked like a Viking god. But it was just too damn much work keeping up with it. Yes, Kiko, I try to keep him that way. But sometimes he doesn't want. Yeah, sometimes I like to look old and scruffy. I think it's good to remind me when I'm old and scruffy. Michael says hello to you. Let them see our wall pictures when we were in the Philippine boat. All right, you guys want to see some pictures? I'll try to be on your live. Yeah, Michael, who's in the Philippines, Lorelei, he's going to try to watch for your live streams late at night since he's there and be one of your moderators to kind of help out. So he's going to try to look out for you just in case you get a bunch of dirty, perverted men. So thanks, MJ. See you later. Henry has longer hair. He does. Do you guys want to see a bunch of pictures? Lorelei's asking. If you do, I'll show you. All right. You guys want to go for a walk? Not you. All right. Let me see if I can find that picture of when we were first together in the Philippines. Okay, I don't want any of you guys getting jealous. Don't get jealous of my beauty. That one? Fond memories. See, I look the same, right? There's the model. That's when I was a model. There's Lorelei at the Grand Canyon. Here's us in Roatan. That's us in Belize. There's another model at the Grand Canyon. That's Amber Cove, somewhere in the Bahamas maybe. Aruba. She's in Destin, Florida right then. Oh, look at this one. You guys will love this picture. She's crooked. I just stepped on something. I stepped on the robot. That's us at the Grand Canyon. We're at the Paris Hotel in Vegas. The other one at the boat? What other one at the boat? I don't know. There's Lorelei getting drunk, wild and crazy Filipino woman in Vegas, causing parties. I don't know where that cruise picture was. We are in the Bay Hotel in the Philippines there on the boat. Here's one when we first met in the Philippines. I was eating that thing right there. She told me it was food. We're in the Philippines at the Bay Hotel. Wedding picture. Look how good looking I am. Oh yeah, my wife's pretty too, but that's her and a bunch of friends. We're at Cheesecake Factory in Texas. This is Lorelei in her very first snow in America. We're in the Carolinas here fishing and hanging out before a cruise. I don't know. Maybe Destin, I don't know. Carolina, I don't know where that was. We're in Vegas at Caesar's Fountains or whatever plaza thingy that was. Those are pictures I took my first trip to the Philippines in the morning of the sunrise. I think that's it, Lorelei. I don't see any other pictures of a boat. I only see this one. There's me looking all manly. Family party in the Philippines. Lorelei driving our boat. I think we're in Aruba or Curacao there. I lost that hat. I don't know what happened to my hat. And I think last, I'm turning the light on. Oh, this one we're in Curacao. That's all. That's all there is, Lorelei. Oh, wait, no, I found a couple. Oh, here it is. Here it is. That one we were in Cebu, I think up at the Catholic place or the monastery, I don't know, somewhere. There's my doggies when they were puppies. That's us in Texas. Fishing with some friends. That's when Lorelei became a citizen. This is the one she's talking about on the boat. When we first met. I think that's the one she's talking about. Right? All right, that's it. All right, what did I miss? Well, I was busy. All right. Did we do enough show and tell for the night, I hope? Let me get caught up. Pictures are always good. Kiko pictures, so long ago, what memories. The other boat, I think that's the only boat we have, right? Diana says, man, I wish you could travel. I wish I could travel more. So awesome, you guys have gone to so many places. Yeah, we've been really blessed. What happened to the good-looking guy? He got married. Went downhill. James, you watching footage? Watch your footage. I know, I tripped over the vacuum cleaner. Well, you're going to show us. Your leg guy didn't fall down, right? I tripped over the robot. I lost count on how many places I've been and I'm still traveling. Traveling's good. You and Diana should take a cruise. Yeah, we don't post. Yeah, we don't post much in the U.S. pictures. Now we are poor and can't travel outside the country since we have disability dogs. Oh my God. I bet you did, Henry. Good pictures, thank you. Mr. Zumi came in and retracted his message. You okay, Daisy? Okay, you just lay there. We've been blessed to travel. We would love to travel a whole lot more, without question. I want you guys to look at something and tell me the honest truth, all right? I'm going to show you something. If I can do it. Hang on, I got to be careful. Do you think that dog is fat? I got to be careful. Does that dog look fat to you? Poo Poo? Are you fat? All right. I feel like I'm all discombobulated now. That was a workout. I'm tired now. David, you know an American named Lord Sharpstone in your Philippine community chats? He has been very sick and has lived in the Philippines with his fiance. She recently moved back. No, I don't know him. No, I don't. I don't think I've ran across him. I hope he gets feeling better. The dog can hear you, I know. I know, you can see it, right? Turning her eyeballs at me. My Christmas decor is ready to go up tomorrow. It is. No, but I knew a Lord help us. Not even Thanksgiving yet. I know, Henry. I know. I know. I know, Henry. But it's either go ahead and encourage her to do it or hear about it for the next freaking month. So it's better just to give her something to do, let her have some fun with it, and hopes that I get peace. Will he be decorating the tree today? Yeah, he's going to record his wife decorating the tree. Daisy's not fat. Thank you, James. Thank you for defending my dog, Daisy. Poo-poo. That's right, James. At least somebody likes my dog. MJ is my buddy. Thanks, MJ. Henry, our dining table is Thanksgiving, but the living room will be Christmas. Yeah, so we're having Thanksgiving, as you guys know. We're going to have a simple Thanksgiving with just a few friends. So we're going to have the table set up for Thanksgiving, but the living room's going to be Christmas done. And then Lorelai's going to turn immediately around that weekend and turn the kitchen and the dining room into Christmas and get it ready for the party on the 14th that everybody is coming to, except for Kiko, because we didn't send Kiko an invite. Did we, Kiko? Dennis says he's going to come to the party on the 14th. James is going to come. And if Kiko is nice, we might let him in. For some reason, it's only showing my comments. What? Oh, yeah. Kiko timed you out. I think she's saying timed everybody out. You might have to reset your phone, Diana. Well, I see your comment. I saw your last comment. For some reason, it's only showing me. On your phone? Yeah, sometimes you gotta go in and come out and redo that. He's right about that. On your phone, because we see what you're commenting here. But you're right, that's on your end, because I can show you on my big screen where I can read the chat easier. You're there. Good advice, Henry. All right, lay down. So yeah, we've been blessed. We've traveled a lot. We'd like to travel a whole lot more, but I got to admit, with my health, it's harder. With the dogs, it's gotten a lot harder because we don't have people around us who can take care of them. I don't touch buttons. You can ask my wife. You're a smart man, Kiko. And he says, okay, there we go, thank you. Well, that's Henry for you. Henry, I decor our dining room for Thanksgiving. Yeah, yeah. So the table's going to be Thanksgiving. Right after Thanksgiving, she'll flip it over to Christmas. Kiko, you just push them. Oh, I like that. Just push those buttons. He does. Said my hat was ugly the other day. No. He said my hat was cheap. I'm going to remember that one, Kiko. I'm going to remember how sad you made me, saying my hat was cheap. I'm going to wear that hat every day from now on just to bug you. Or I dial them. Dial them in. That's right. Dial them in, baby. I'm about to go back to work. Good. Make that money. Yeah, just a dining room table. And then, she's Filipino, so they're not used to Thanksgiving anyway. So it has a very small priority. But she will have the Thanksgiving, and I'll show you pictures and all of that, I'm sure. We'll see you guys later and tomorrow. All right. They will be watching for your live streams, and they will be helpful to you. Dennis says, goodbye, Davis, arm candy. Yep, she is my, I thought I was her. Why can't I be her arm candy, Dennis? Show them, you want them to see your dining room table? All right, darling. Okay, you got to move now. Come on. Thank you, Lily. Well, I got to move the mop off the table. Hang on. I'll take Lorelai wants you guys to see her dining room table. Even though it's not set for Thanksgiving. I don't know why she wants to show you. Somebody made a mess out of the table earlier, Lorelai. So now you want people to see it. Uh-oh. So I got to make room here. Hey, hit. See all the work my wife makes me do? All right, you guys ready? And then you got to imagine it with, what are those things called that you eat on? Plates. Hey, why's my camera doing that? So, you put leaves there. This little weird thing. So just imagine it with plates. Yeah, plates. That's what they're called. Man, I feel like I'm working too hard, Lorelai. Man. You know I'm not a spring chicken anymore. All right, girls, go over there. Come on, move. Go. Good girls. Man, we're going to make everybody dizzy, Lorelai. Hey. Eat. No. Daisy, it's a car. All right. All right, so we're back now, Lorelai. Yeah, presents on Christmas. You did a great job. Thank you, Dennis. Man, I appreciate it. It was a lot of work. Awesome place, Pat. Yeah, she'll dress it up with these plates on top of plates on top of plates. And then she has these things that you put silverware in and all that crap. And some napkins, and it'll be real pretty. Big ass table for the two of you. I know, right? Well, that's our excuse to have people over for dinner. We got a big table. You might as well come over and sit. It subs is something else, Kiko. Wink, wink. That's right. And it's a sturdy table. I could stand on that table. They have lots of parties. We do have a lot of parties. Man. We need to start charging for our parties is what we need to do. $1 a head at least, Something like that. We need to, get a little kickback. A little something. She went back to work? Oh, all right. Good. Good for her. I'm glad she went back to work. Yep, that's the ticket. Wink, wink. Yes. It's a nice table. We like it. It is very heavy. You can make it smaller. I think it has a leaf in the center, so you can shrink it down. But what does it seat? 1, 2, 6, 8 people. So right now it sits 8 people. But we do have people over 10 or 12 times, well, 10 times a year about, maybe, I would think. So we do, or more, maybe 12, I don't know. We're only going to have 5 of us here for Thanksgiving, so the table. But you'll see the Christmas, she does a really good job decorating. I got to give her that. I know we spent a lot of money on it, but she does a really good job decorating the last year's Christmas decorations for the table was really, really nice. So it almost looked like it was something you see like in a home magazine. She did a really good job with it. So we'll show you after all the decorations are up. We'll give you a tour. Yeah, it's a lovely table. I mean, we didn't want to go with like a wood colored table anymore. We wanted to go with, it's wood texture. It's an engineered product. So I don't think there's any real wood in it. I think it's all resin or something. But it has like wood grain texture in it, but it's black, and it's black all the way through. So something like poly resin or something, but it is really strong and heavy, extremely heavy. We've had people come over and sit at it, and they've tried to push it to kind of get back, and the table doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, that doesn't work on this table. So she does a good job with her table settings. But we got to see, that's Thanksgiving stuff behind me. You guys see that? She'll get rid of all of that stuff soon, all that orange. And she'll put Christmas fake flowers instead of, that. So, I don't know. But she likes to do that stuff, so I let her do it, and I don't really care. What do I care? I just don't want to help because, as men, when we help, when we do it wrong, they yell at us. So the best thing you can do is just not do it at all, right? And just let them do it the right way the first time. Otherwise, they go behind our backs and fix what we do. So why should we do it then? That's my logic. Table envy. Yeah. She likes doing the table thing. Man, I'm looking up at my TV. There's some really good-looking guy on my TV, Kiko. Oh, wait, the same guy is here, Kiko. He has a great haircut now. And then the Christmas tree will go, let me loosen this. Christmas tree goes in that corner right there. Someday I'll have to show you all the spoons Lorelai collects. So everywhere we travel to, thinking about traveling, we take pictures, but we also buy those, Daisy, enough. Those souvenir spoons for like every state, but we have them for every state, every country we've ever been to, and some other specialty places. So it's one thing that Lorelai likes to collect, are the traveling spoons for when we go places. Pat's in the house. Pat, how are you today, my friend? How are things? How is your Friday night going? Things are going good for us. We are live streaming, having a blast. We got lucky and had a troll or two, but they ran away and hid, so they didn't stick around long. Everybody's hello to Pat. It's a virtual spoon in all travel locations. Yeah, we have it for every country we've been to. Also every state, but like Vegas, some of the bigger cities, and some of the unique places we have also. So it's cool. That's right. Man, I guess I have to go to bed now. Temple time. You know the deal. Unfortunately, we all know the deal. But what else are you going to do, Kiko? You know? Enjoy it, I guess. That's what I try to tell people. Don't forget to enjoy that. Kiko, we appreciate you as always, my friend. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. Diana's saying sleep well. Dennis is saying, see you, Kiko. Make sure that you rub the right spot on Mrs. Kiko, and maybe there won't be no more upsetness. So, what are you doing? My dogs are so strange. You want me to pick you up? Or you want to jump? Oh, man. Come here. I won't hurt you. Good girl, Lily. You ready? Oh. Henry saying hello to Pat and goodbye to Kiko. I took my braces off my foot. Great. Earlier, had bandages off and put bandages on a while ago. Good. You got to get that foot some fresh air to heal up better. Is the pain getting any better in your foot? So it's feeling good. Eat, sleep, scratch, rinse, and repeat. That's it. I thought I just saw lightning, but I don't think that's possible. Oh, yeah, lots better. Yeah. You'll heal up pretty quick. Pat had his big toe nail removed. If I remember, it was the big toe, right? You had the big toe nail removed? Yes, Lily. All right. Big toe, yeah. So are you starting to walk better now, or are you still, are you using a boot, crutches? What are you doing? So, or are you just kind of taking it easy? Now remember, if you're old like me, you can always use a mobility scooter. I have to use a mobility scooter quite a bit. All right, Kiko, my friend, we appreciate you. Stay well. Taking it easy, slow pace, nice. Next year, I got to try to get a better mobility scooter. Mine's from China, and it's a piece of crap, but it works, but it's too small and too low, and it doesn't go off-road very easily. Well, it's not designed to go off-road. It's designed to be on, like, concrete, flat, and, but, man, it kills me when I take it out. Slow plays, yeah. But just take it easy and don't overdo it is the key. You don't want to get in. The big thing, I think, with your toe, that's what we always worry. That's one thing a lot of expats talk about in the Philippines. And when you're walking in foreign countries, like the Philippines, third world countries especially, you got to be really careful about staying in water and accidentally cutting your foot if you're wearing flip-flops or sandals. You got to be really careful that you don't scratch yourself, because of all the stranded water could be polluted. You may get an infection before you know it. So even in the Philippines, I wore sandals, but I wore sandals that protected my foot, because I don't have any feelings in my feet, so I cut them up all the time. I look down some days and my toes are bleeding, Like, gee, I wonder what I hit. Yeah, at Walmart and places, they're there. I, Lorelai and I are working on a video about mobility scooters. I just need to finish it. We got to go to the mobility shop and store to finish it. But I want to do a video talking about those, the pros and cons of mobility scooters, trying to give some advice about what's best to use, not to use, and all of those things, and what's important and not important that I've discovered. But take advantage of it if you need to. And I just need we go to the zoos, we go shopping other outdoor malls. So I have one that we bought in the Philippines. That's a Chinese ripoff of a Pride mobility scooter, made in America, but it's a ripoff, and it's great. It's been very beneficial to have, but the Pride or the better scooters are just so much better quality. They turn better, the seats are better. I mean, everything's just better, 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 better versus what you would buy at Temu. Is a Hover Around a good one? I think it's a good brand. I think what you gotta, yeah, I think Hover Around, because I actually know a lot about scooters. I actually study a lot about scooters. Because I've actually figured out that I actually need two scooters. Believe it or not. Not because I'm so fat. Oh, Kiko's already gone. Let me see. Let me pull them up. Because I got a big file on scooters because I'm trying to make a video out of it. They're just like the Pride mobility scooters. They're pretty much the exact same design. So, you're not going to have any problems with the Hover Around brand at all. When I go traveling in the Philippines, I will have to get a riding scooter. Yes. We're about to get my mom one before she passed. Yeah, they're great. Traveling planes, I can get one. Yeah, and that's what I mean, Pat. I need two scooters. I need one that's a travel scooter that folds up easily and has the lithium-ion battery for planes, okay? And then I need to buy an outdoor scooter so that I can go to the park and go fishing, because your plane ones only have really small tires. Your outdoor ones are too heavy and they can't fold up and they can't go on a plane. So that's the trick. And of course, when you book your airline ticket, all you got to do is tell them that you need the handicap accommodations, and they will wheelchair you through the airports. But we've used the scooter. Ours will travel. It doesn't travel easily, and they're not very big fan of ours. The airlines are. But we brought it back from the Philippines, obviously. But the ones that you use for the planes, and since we love cruise ships and we want to go on more cruises, we need one that works on the cruise ship. So those are definitely a different design and format. For me to go fishing in or go to the zoo, to go to these outdoor malls, go to car shows of Lorelei, I need one that has bigger tires and shocks that's really designed for that type of environment. So it's really crucial. And the one that we have isn't designed really for either or. So yeah, they're a good brand. Pride's a good brand. Even the cheap Chinese one that we have I'm shocked how long it's lasted and how much abuse it has taken. I've been beating the crap out of it, and it still keeps going, but it doesn't have any good features. The biggest thing to keep in mind about scooters, and everybody listen to this part, most important thing is turning radius. You want it to turn like Walmart. When you go to Walmart and you get in those Amigo carts, how you can turn the wheel and they will do a 180, right? Or a 360 if you keep going. They will immediately, and you can spin around. Most of these carts that we can buy out there in today's world, They won't do that, but they come a lot closer to it than you think. And you're going to want one that can do that. So you need to be able to take that cart and pivot it like this. You don't want one that you got to go and do this with. Very important. The most important feature, I think, right after you decide what the use is, like traveling / outdoor fun, is the turning radius. Even if you're outdoors with them, the shorter radius, the better it is, because you can get in and out of places. Diana says, yes. When bringing a scooter on a plane, do you have to take battery packs out? Yes, well, that's what I mean. The lithium, I can't remember, I know maybe Henry or somebody who's smarter knows about batteries. The lithium ion batteries, there's a small one that goes in with them that is a travel one. Those will be, if you have a lithium ion battery, they go into your compartment, they go into your luggage. So you can check those in your carry-ons. Mine doesn't have that. Mine has two old like lawnmower batteries, in parallel. Those stayed with the cart and went under the plane. But they won't put lithium ion batteries under the belly of the plane. You have to carry it up top. So that's the key. But they won't let you bring on the 30, I think it's amperage, right? So you got a 10 amperage ion battery and you got like a 30. The airlines, as the last I checked, won't let the 30 on. You can only take the 10. So most of the scooters come with the 10, but you can buy a 30 for longer range. But for traveling, you need the 10 because that's what's approved through the FAA. So very important. But mine has those batteries, and so they just threw the whole thing underneath the cargo, the belly of the plane. So you can do it that way. But if it's too big, they won't put it under there. They will not. They'll say, no, it's too big to fly. And so there are dimensions that it has to fit, or you have to pay extra. Even if it's a handicapped vehicle, you get away with it, and not usually you don't have to pay extra to use your cart on the plane or for like extra luggage. It doesn't count as that because it's a handicap thing. But if it's over a certain size, then they charge you. And our cheap Chinese one. And the other big key, and I know a lot of people don't think about, so I got to make me a video one of these days, is your seat height. If you sit in a chair like in a classroom or a dining room, that seat is about anywhere from 19 to 22 inches high off of the ground. That's a seat. The one I have is like 15 and a half, and it can't be adjusted up. And so when I sit in it, my knees, are crushed up into my chest, and it kills my lower back. So it's really crucial to understand where your feet's going to go and how your knees are going to sit. James says, David, did you know business here in my city have gotten sued because the lack of ramps for ADA access? Oh, I don't doubt it. Can't imagine what it would be like in the Philippines to get around in mobiles. It's tough. We used it in the Philippines, and there's a lot of times you got to get off and pick it up and carry it in the Philippines. Philippines, they're improving, but there's so many things that is not handicap accessible in the Philippines. There are so many curbs and roads. They don't have handicap ramps and things. They just don't. They have a lot of ramps sometimes, but they didn't do them for handicappedness. So for mobility scooters and crutches and boots, because I had a boot on too, it can be tough getting around in the Philippines. The only good thing is once the people that you go to see, like if you go to Robinson's, to the pharmacy or the store, the people are really good to you because they know that you're disabled, so they take care of you. But getting up into there is the challenge. My neighbors that use mobility devices and medical insurance buys the cheapest damn thing? Yes, they do. What they should do is give them a credit of like $500 or $1,000 and let them go buy what they need and what will work versus that. The aisles are too small at Walmart. The aisles are too small at Walmart. They are. I always reckon the place. They are. But what's really great is those Amigo scooters will turn right around. And so I got a video, Lorelai, and the video I'm making, one and part of it I show what Walmart scooters can do. Walmart scooters suck otherwise. The only good thing about Walmart scooters is the height of the seat and the fact that you can spin them around on a dime. And of course, you could weigh 1,000 pounds and they would still work. Kind of fun. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel bad. I miss somebody. Pat says, "How are you, HTN? It's better to buy. It's better to buy a used one, Henry. I don't know about that. I think if it's slightly used, you may have to replace the battery, which I think the 10 amp lithium ion battery is about $300 or $400. So, you know, Henry's doing good. I just gave my old mobility scooter away. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be happy to give the one that I have away if I ever get a better one. I mean, I'm serious. I don't mind giving it to somebody who in need. I just need the better one. And right now I need the outdoor one more than the traveling one because we're not traveling as much because of the dogs. But, you know, I mean, we don't go away for long periods of time. So I'm happy to give mine away. Pat saying that's good, HTN. I knocked a sign over the other day. That's funny. I have knocked things over with Walmart scooters. Man, Walmart scooters are brutal on your body, though. Hey, you sound thirsty. What's your beverage? Is that your bottled water? Or you forgot behind you? Is there a bottle of water behind me? No, there's mine. Oh, that's Lorelai's bottle of water. Right there. Here. So she keeps a bottle of water there, and she has a drink right before she goes to work. See, that's her little bottle of perfume, and her shoes are right below there. So when she leaves for work, she does that, James. I had used a Walmart scooter yesterday. Yeah, they're bumpy. They're rough on the back, especially getting in and out of Walmart through the thresholds. Holy crap, Jesus. That's why you want one with pneumatic tires, because they are, or shocks. They are bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. And they go really slow compared to regular scooters. There's times that I take the scooter I have, it fits in Lorelai's car and my truck really easy, but we'll take that at times. The difference is when you go to Walmart, their scooters have that really big basket that's good for putting groceries in. My scooter has a little bitty basket like you'd see on a girl's bicycle, and so you can't put much in it. So Lorelai has to have a shopping cart. But Lorelai doesn't necessarily like me taking my scooter to Walmart because it's way faster than the Walmart scooters, and I will leave her in the dust, you know. So I will run wild. Woo! I can run circles around Walmart. Woo-hoo! You know, running people over. I was made to get one. I never used it, so I gave it to someone that needed it. Yeah, that's the thing to do, Henry. It's tough to find those scooters sometimes at Walmart. It is. It's horrible. Or at other stores have them too, like Lowe's has them in other stores, but it's very hard. There's just one or two. Either will take it in charge completely out. Yeah, I got one on the other day that the steering was all jacked up. And we had to wait about 10 minutes before Lorelai could go find one out in the parking lot. So, and even here, I don't know about where you guys are, but even here, our Walmart doesn't get too excited about getting them inside. Or maybe they just don't have enough of them. I don't know, but they're always broken. They always hurt. They always weeble wobble. You know, a lot of times they're jerky. The control buttons don't work. They're broken off. So I don't like using them, but what are you going to do? But I know what scooter I need for fishing. I've got one picked out, but it's pretty pricey, so it's not going to happen. I can't see spending that kind of money when I would rather give Lorelei a Louis Vuitton purse versus me buying a mobility scooter. Because the mobility scooter I've been looking at it's called a Baja. It's designed to go off-roading over rocks and bricks, and it's a bigger, heavier dutier, but it's $3,000, and I would rather spend that money on Lorelei giving her the purse she really wants. So I don't need it to go faster, Henry, but that wouldn't hurt to go faster, but I don't need it to go faster. I need it to be smoother. Is what I need. Oh, here's let me tell you the part two to that. What we're going to do now. I just need it to be smoother, and I need mine to have a sharper turning radius. Because mine has a turning radius the size of a Cadillac bus. Pat says, my foot doctor took x-rays, both of my feet. I have nerve damage. Once my foot's better, I'll be walking better. Yeah, I have neuropathy in my feet. But part of why I have to use one, because to be honest, my heart and lungs and my knees and my ankle just can't handle walking that far. I hate it, but it is reality. But here's what we're going to do, what Lorelei wants me to do now, is since Daisy has a heart condition, she's in heart failure, Lily has a club foot from her car accident, she wants me, and we've looked at it, I got one picked out, I'm just trying to get a really good deal on one next spring. She wants one of these carts, like a stroller that you can put the dogs in. And I told her, okay, I said, if we're gonna go that route, let's get one that you can push and or tow behind a bicycle, because I can attach it to the back of my scooter and we can take the girls to the park around the neighborhood and take them and let them get fresh air and go outside. And they would stay inside of the stroller. They would stay in there because it's enclosed. And we found one that we like. It's $200, $209, and it's collapsible. So like if we take a road trip to Alabama, we can fold it up and throw it in the car, and then and have it with us if we want to go take them like on a long walk so they can get out and see things. So we're going to probably buy one of those next year. Right now I'm just playing the Amazon game, trying to get the price to come down. Same here, Brother David. Good. So yeah, we got to, David, how many people have you seen in the Philippines in mobility scooters and mobility scooter accessible businesses? All right, well, James, here's what's happening with the mobility scooters in the Philippines. Mobility accessible buildings, the malls, because they're so big. But no, other than that, very rarely. Hotels, yes, because they're big, but no. Stores inside the mall are very difficult in the Philippines to use them in. I don't see a lot of people who need the mobility scooter in the Philippines using a mobility scooter. But what they have figured out in the Philippines in the malls is you can rent them. So now the kids rent them and they ride them all over the malls. So I guess a handicapped person could rent one, but nowadays it's usually just the kids riding it for fun all over the malls. And we've seen that in Branson now too. But they have one specially designed for kids to rent to ride around at the promenade in Branson, or the landing in Branson. Well, Henry, I don't know what the steering stoppers are. I have flipped it over with the battery out and looked to see if I can figure out how to get it to do that. But there doesn't appear to be, and maybe I'll take some pictures sometime and send them to you. Or maybe, it doesn't seem, I can't find anything that's stopping anything, or it's all enclosed. I can't see anything that I could remove or to modify. I guess I could, it's like a hub, I maybe can disassemble that shaft or something It just doesn't seem like there's anything in the way. So, but that's, and same thing with Vegas. When we were in Vegas a few years back for Lorelai's birthday, I rented a mobility scooter, and the problem was I had to compete with all the young kids, renting them just to go run around Vegas in them. And when we flew there, we thought we could rent one at the hotel, and luckily, and my hat's off to the Paris Hotel in the Philippines and in Las Vegas. We went to the concierge guy, and Lorelai said, "Look, my husband really needs one." It's like, well, they're all being checked out by people, and he admitted, he's like, we rent them out to the kids, and we don't have a policy where we hold any back for handicapped people. And I said, well, don't you think you should? And he admitted he should. He's like, but as soon as one comes in, I'll call you. We'll reserve it for you. And they did. They did. But even in Vegas, they just run them around like, the 20-year-old kids getting drunk, on them in Vegas. And in the Philippines, it's usually the teenagers in the malls running around with them. But I can't see anything, Henry, but I'll take a video or a picture and show you kind of, because I really needed to turn sharper. It's probably not smart to turn sharper because it would fall over. That's why, mine's a cheap one. But we still paid really good money for it in the Philippines. But and that's what I tell people, I don't like being disabled. I hate it. It pisses me off. And the only reason I talk about it is because I want anybody else who's not comfortable being disabled to understand it, that we all get that it sucks and we have to do these things, but we don't know a lot about this. And so if I can share you some information that might help you not make it so horrible to have to use one, that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I talk about them a lot. Because they're not cheap. They're not easy to get. I guess they're easy to get. You can go right over here and buy them. But, you're talking about $1,000 a starter. I will tell people, Pat says, yeah, it does suck. It does suck. And I don't like it. And it blows my mind. I really don't understand non-disabled people thinking it's cool to be disabled. I don't get it, and it just, I don't know, because I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Maybe I have too big of an ego. I don't know, but I hate it. But I do know this, and this is something I try to tell. The lesson I learned with Lorelai is this. As much as I hate it, when Lorelai and I travel together and go do things, it makes her life a lot easier if I'm using a scooter, because she knows I'm not going to fall down dead and hurt myself, for one. But two, we can go on and on and on, and she can enjoy herself. When we fly in planes, it's the same way. She doesn't got to push me through the airport in a manual wheelchair. I can get through the airport. So physically, it's a lot easier on my wife if I suck it up and do it. Yeah, I think this, James. I think there's a couple ways to look at it. You got the ones that have tractor wheels. And what I mean by that, the front, I don't know what they're called, like tandem front wheels, like on an old farm tractor. Those work really well, and you still get a tight turning radius. If you're going to get four wheels that are out here versus right next to each other on the steering column, if they're going to be out here, they're not going to have as much turning radius, but it's way stable, way more stable. And so, for instance, the Baja one, the one that I would like to have to go fishing in, to go to the park in, just to go run around, would have four wheels that's out here. But the one for the airplane I like has wheels. So it has four wheels, but two of them are right next to each other at the steering column. And then they have safety wheels on the side that's tucked up under there. So if you start to lean over, that wheel hits the ground and stops you from tipping all the way over. People look at me funny like they think I don't need it. Exactly. I don't like people looking at me. That's one thing that stressed me out in the Philippines. I had, little Filipino people staring at me 24/7, and it drove me crazy. Like, oh, who's this fat white guy, But and I've told you guys, I also have this big hang about, I think there are so many other people that need it worse than me, because I can just choose not to go. I could just choose not to go. And he says, well, if it's like the one I'm thinking of, might be able to set it up for off-roading with shocks. It may be, and I've looked at that, Henry. I thought about that. Tim's in the house. Hey, Tim, thank you for being here. Everybody say hello to Tim. Thank you for the thumbs up. I thought about changing the wheels out to bigger wheels and trying to redesign the seating stack to make it taller. If I had one for traveling, I've thought about butchering this one somehow, maybe with your help, and turning it into, because all it is a simple frame with electric motor and tires on it. So you know what I mean? It could be butcherized. Is that a good word? You could hack it up and make it into something. Tim, how are things in the Philippines? Everybody's saying hello to Tim. MJ, just soup up the motor so you can spin the wheels. Well, I tell you, we've done that a little bit. Soup up the wheels and spin them. Hi, Tim from Diana. Hello, Tim from James. Diana, Tom, Tim, everybody. Pat says hi to Tim. Tim, how are you, my friend? So the one that we had in Florida, when we went to Florida, we rented one on vacation in Florida. We were there a month. So I just rented one, a Pride mobility scooter. That's why I know how good some of these are and how bad some of these are, because I've rented different ones. And I could get the Pride mobility one to spin out one of the tires on wet pavement. Wet concrete, not the asphalt, the concrete. I could lean slightly and thumb it and Diane, sorry, got fingers actually. I'm used to one of those stylus pins. Oh, nice, cool. We have one, I don't know where it is. We bought it to play games with, but as soon as you modify the scooter, there's no warranty. This is a cheap Chinese thing. There's no warranty on this. We bought it in the Philippines, and it's a Chinese ripoff or knockoff of an American Pride mobility scooter. But it's structurally, the frame is the best part on it, because I've beaten the crap out of this over the years traveling with it, but it lacks, all the other features are not there. But we might be able to turn it into an off-roading one for fishing or the parks and things. So, that might be a possibility, Henry. But yeah, there's no warranty. No warranty. And I can tell that I'm starting to tell either the electric motor is starting to wear down or my batteries are getting a little weaker, because it's not as fast as it was, and it doesn't have the same climbing power as it once had. Yeah, easy to put shocks and bigger wheels. That's what I need. Dennis, how much to ship it? Dennis, we bought the scooter I have when we lived in the Philippines. So we bought it in the Philippines while we lived there, and then we brought it back to America with us when we came back. And it didn't cost us anything extra to fly back with it, because they put it in the belly of the planes, and I just did the handicap thing, so it didn't cost us anything. But the Pride mobility scooters and the Bajas, and they're just way better quality. Okay, knock yourself out with the modifications. That's right, Jim, right? No warranty? Yeah, let's put some fender flares on it and give it because you guys have, I've been on that. That's when I go fishing and I take you guys fishing with me. That's what I'm on. And I get a beat. That's why my back went out. My back went out because the seat is so low. My ergonomics of seating is so bad, and every time I hit a bump, here's my back. Here's the back of the seat. It fits right in my lumbar spot. So when I would hit a bump that I didn't know I was going to hit, and that's what pinched the nerve in my lumbar. So no charge in the belly. No charge in the belly of the plane. That's right. They did not charge us anything. It had to go through clearance, security clearance. I think it still has the security clearance tag on it. I'm leaving it on there in case. Where did we go the other day? Oh, it's when we were in Durant, Oklahoma. To get into the theater, it had to be scanned by police, and they saw the security sticker, and they're like, "Oh, so you've already been through security?" And I'm like, "Yes." In the Philippines, in America. So I turned one to look like a motorcycle. Yeah, I think you could do it. This one just needs some help. Now that would be cool to have. Tim, the one with the tracks, like a bulldozer. Yeah, baby, now. That would be badass. The only problem is, I think if you did it right, you could get the steering like a tank, but it's going to be so much wider that you're not going to be able to go a lot of places because of the dimensions. That's one thing I feel really weird when I ride a scooter, because a mobility scooter, because I'm probably not as big as I think I am, but I'm always worried about hitting things. I do have the problem on the one that I have. So here's my feet. These are my knees, right? That since my seat is so low, my knees stick out like this. And there's been so many times I'm buzzing through Dillard's or Walmart and my knee catches the corner or something. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, got blood going everywhere because I've just cut my knee open, because my knees are, you know, you know. That would be, how about the scooter with the trick? Yeah, it would be great for fishing and outdoor stuff, absolutely. I'm sure they're really, really expensive. I mean, the Baja one that I've been looking at is almost $3,000, and it has big tires and a good turning radius. It's heavy duty, has extra storage. It has shocks and lights and a phone charger, everything all equipped, kind of like a little mini car. No, yeah, I guess we do come to Oklahoma. We go to Tulsa quite a bit. And I never said I didn't like it. I just like making fun of Oklahoma. Yeah, we go to Tulsa. We got to go to the Dillard's outlet store in Tulsa, Oklahoma, this Christmas break when Lorelai has her few days off, since we're not going to go anywhere far, far away. We're going to go to Oklahoma, and we'll probably go to the Dillard's outlet store. We've been to the zoo a bunch of times, to the aquariums in Tulsa and other places. So you're right, we go to Oklahoma a lot for not going to, yeah. We sure do. I think you're right about that. So yeah, mobility scooters are great, but they're pain, and it's like the one that I look at for fishing, the Baja model. I think it weighs, almost over 200 pounds. So you gotta. If we buy that one, I would have to get let me tell you about it. I would have to get one of those trailer hitches that has a platform that you could put the mobility scooter on, because they've lowered the price. It's only $3,059 now. It's on sale. Here, I'll show you the one I'm looking at for fishing. So we think something like this would be good for outdoor stuff. It's designed to go off-road. But let's see how much it weighs. It has a 14-mile radius on one charge. It goes, let's see how much it weighs. If I was in the military, I could get, I could get a fancy patch. It has a weight limit of 400 pounds, so you can weigh up to 400 pounds. But what does it weigh? The batteries alone weigh 162 pounds. So it weighs, what is it? No, that's wrong. The weight without the batteries, where did it go, battery weight? No, sorry, I was wrong. So the weight without the batteries is 162 pounds, and the batteries weigh 21 pounds for the small lithium-ion battery. So, but it's so, it's heavy enough that, and it doesn't fold. It doesn't fold up and go in the back of Lorelei's car. It would fit in the back of a truck, but you're talking about 200 pounds. That's a heavy scooter. So if you're able to pick something up like that heavy and lift it in the back of a truck, that's pretty impressive. So, but that's what I want for fishing, is that. So I'll show you. Here's the front end. You can see the tires and the lights and the shocks system. That's what you need for outdoors. And then I'll find you a travel one. It is a nice one. There is so many good ones out there. It really depends what you want. I'll try to show you if I can pull it up real quick. Let's see if I can find it that I like. Right here. So here's the one that I look at for airplanes and cruise ships, is this kind of configuration. You see how it all kind of collapses down and folds down into like a suitcase configuration? They actually have some that actually literally turn into suitcases that are about $4,000. This one's $3,000. So they're really expensive. But they have a lot of different configurations of mobility scooters out there. They have the type like this. This is what they call like an Explorer model. It's more for like trails and sidewalks, easy stuff. But it has bigger tires and all of that good stuff. So just depending on what you guys need and want to suit your needs. Yeah, it's a carry-on. So the ones that you can fold down are carry-ons, and there's the type that turns into a piece of luggage. There really are ones that turn into a piece of luggage. You can put those in the overhead compartment. All the other scooters, no matter how light they are, they're going to want you to check it in the belly. Even though they're going to want you to take the lithium-ion battery out, and then they want to put it below, so it's not up in the plane. Last update on the baby is it's good. No dengue fever. Great. So the baby's doing better, Tim. Excellent. We're glad to hear that. Tim's driver's baby has been really, really sick, you guys. Yeah, and see, in the fold-up one that you take on the plane, you're not going to take fishing, because it ain't going to handle the grass, the dirt, the gravel, the trail, the concrete. They're not. Those wheels are designed to be on smooth, like inside of a mall, hotels, places like that. So you really can't take them off-road. So that's what I need. I know I need two, right? Or maybe Henry and I can butcher one and make it better. So the baby is energetic, showing life. So that's good. So I know they've had tragedy in the last couple of years. So I bet you they are very excited and happy that the baby's doing well. So we're happy to hear that, Tim. Henry says, I'm back. I'm back in the saddle again. But I do. But what I had to come realize, and Lorelai had to make me realize this, was I needed to get over the fact that I hated the mobility scooter. I hated having to use one because it put so much work on your loved ones. You know, if you got other people that got to look out for you, then it's not doing them any good. You're putting more strain on them. So, and to be honest, I'll tell you, since I've used the one I have to go fishing a lot and to get out and do things, the more you do that, the less and less you hate it, the more you feel okay about it. I still don't like it, but I get it now. I understand why it's important. Henry is saying that it's good to hear that, Tim. So it is good. It is good. I don't know, guys. It's a hard decision, but I don't know, man. Everybody's prayers help. That's right. And that's one good thing about the internet. There's millions of prayers everywhere. All you got to do is ask. All you got to do is let people know what's happening, and you don't even got to ask a lot of times. So that's the good thing, Tim. So I bet you they are very excited about the baby doing better. Very excited. So you do not. You do not. You do not. What I do, though, you know, of course, our driver's license, to get a handicap tag on our cars, driver's license shows that you're disabled. But we've never needed a doctor's note, never had to explain anything to anybody about anything, never. But there has been a time that Lorelai offered up the information. I don't remember where, but somebody said something or something, and about the scooter, and she's like, well, and Lorelai we weren't being challenged, but Lorelai was just volunteering the information because she thought they might challenge her. And so she's like, now look, you know, my husband has a driver's license, shows that he's disabled. So, but nobody's ever given us any crap about it, to be honest. Okay, all right, Tim, hang in there. I'll be back in a few minutes. So we've never had that. My doctor's recommended it, and he gave us the paper to get a car tag, a handicapped car tag. But nobody at Walmart's ever given me any crap. Nobody, when we rented one for a month in Florida, and we went to Disney World and Universal Studios, we rented one, but you can rent them there. But if you want to rent them at places that rent them, like Silver Dollar City or Disney World, you better get there the first thing and get them fast. It would be nice maybe in that environment if they did say, can you prove to me that you need this mobility scooter? Because they just rent them out to anybody and everybody. So that's what we did in Florida. The month we spent in Florida down at Cocoa Beach was we just went to the mobility scooter and rented one for the month. And they gave me free crutches and a free cane just because, and all of that good stuff. So, yeah, we've never had an issue. We took it on the pier and the piers, but when we went to Disney World and everywhere else, they just, no problems, which is a good thing. And I'm not saying I think people ought to, I'm not saying, I guess it's fair that if you don't have any disabilities and you just want to rent the scooter, then you should be allowed to. The ones at Disneyland and Disney World are even bigger than the Walmart ones. So they're a lot like the Walmart ones, but bigger. They are clunky, slow, uncomfortable scooters. So just remember that. A lot of places have them. A lot of stores have them, but they can be rough. But it's easier just to go to Walmart and use theirs versus taking mine to Walmart because I got to load it, unload it. But there are times that we take ours because we know that we can get one. Diana's saying it's upsets me that I need one. I'm with you, girl. My breathing is getting better now that I have a BiPAP machine, mean like a CPAP machine for the sleep apnea. So yeah, my wife has one of those, and I was on a CPAP machine for years until I lost a whole bunch of weight, and then mine went away. So it does suck. I mean, I don't want to say it's embarrassing, but I sure in the hell wish it wasn't the case. You know, I'm not embarrassed by it, but I sure do wish I could just go and do what I used to do, before I got sick. I could just take off and go, and not worry about things, but that's not reality. I mean, if I was still teaching, I would have to use one at the college. I would have to take mine to work with me every day because there would be no way I could walk from my office to my classroom as many a times as I made that trip a day. That was a BiPAP machine, not a CPAP machine. What's the difference? I've never heard of a BiPAP machine, so I don't know what that is, to be honest. Oh, Lorelai has to go on the 13th to get a new mask for her CPAP machine. Huh. But it's taken her, she just got her CPAP machine a while back, so it's taken her a little while to get adjusted to it, but I think it's starting to work. I think she's starting to feel better. But a BiPAP machine, yeah, I've never, known what that is. And I don't like taking the handicap space. I'm always afraid there's some disabled veteran or some old person, who really needs it, who got stuck walking a lot further because I got to it first, and I think everywhere needs more handicap spaces. If I remember ADA law, because I learned a lot about ADA when I was at the college because I was on committees, and it's like 2.2%, if I remember right, of the parking spaces have to be dedicated to handicapped people. Not either. Wow, I had not either. It takes something off my lungs. This is all new. Wow. As you age for me, 49, your body can only do so much. I know. I turn 57 soon, in a few weeks. So, and I retired from teaching at 48. So I've been 47? Yeah, next year is 10 years from teaching. No, well, I still taught a year or so after Lorelai and I got married. So I retired from teaching in 2015. August the 11th, 2015 is when I gave up and went on disability. Yeah, CPAP is when you quit breathing. You got that right. That's right. Yeah. So it forces air to keep you breathing. So yeah, 2015, so I would have been, 47, 46, 48, somewhere around in there. And I hate it. I wish I could still work, but, it is what it is. What are you going to do, right? So we just do the best we can, and that's all there is to it. Well, Kitty, you're one of those, so you never know. I'm happy that you know how to go pee and poo. I'm glad somebody taught you. I guess that means that you're probably potty trained. You know, I don't know what to tell you. I'm happy for you. If that's all you can think of is poo. If you find poo and pee entertaining, I feel really bad for you. Man, because your parents must be really proud of you. If that's if that's the highlight of your day, man, they must be really proud of you. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. You know, they're like, oh, please, 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 don't acknowledge that we're your parents. You know, you're one of the ones that are probably so damn ugly they got to put a pork chop around their neck to get the dog to play with you. One of those. So, but it's kind of crazy, the disability thing. But if you are, I guess we just have to accept it, right, Pat and everybody? And if it extends our quality of life, and that's kind of how I look at this, and my motivation is I want to continue to enjoy life. I don't want to sit at home and be a deadbeat and do nothing. So that means I got to ride the damn scooter. I guess I will. So, all right, my friends, it's about 10 o'clock here, so I think it's time to wrap this up. Remember, Lorelai's going to try to go live some this weekend. If you see it, if you see our channel, it's probably her. I might do short live streams in the mornings sometimes. When I wake up early, I get bored and I do a live stream while she's sleeping. But so tomorrow night, I'm going to let Lorelai drive the bus on live streams. And if you guys are around, drop in and say hi to her, give her encouragement. And then, of course, and I know you guys will, if there's any trolls that need to be smacked or men, not even trolls, if there's any, well, Lorelai is really good about smacking men that say inappropriate things to her, trust me. So she doesn't put up with crap. So, but, if you guys are there to support her, and I would appreciate that. So, all right, everybody, we appreciate everybody. You guys go to bed, get some rest, have a good evening. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the dogs out, and then we're going to head off to the bed and do all of that good stuff. So we appreciate everybody. Take care, and we will see you guys another time. See you, Henry. See you, Dennis. See you, everybody. Tim, sorry we got to head out. All of that good stuff.